happy we're not associated with that guy.
Yeah, I'm glad that definitely wasn't a picture of Jonah.
With that being said, welcome to episode 12 of the Copium Take. Here for your week. What week was this? Week 3 review / week 2 since we missed last week. People were
We
busy.
missed what? We didn't miss anything.
People were busy. Shit had to be done. Sorry, not sorry. Jake and
Let's see
Jonah are
if we
here
will.
to talk way. We're gonna all be here to talk way too much about the shitty sport called football. What do
We're
you
not
guys
talking
say?
about soccer.
It's not. I said football. Americano. Football Americano.
Football Americano. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, 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 ay. What do you have to say about that, Jonah? Good talk, Jonah.
Not
All right.
much.
Okay.
He's still baffled that we found his YouTube video.
Yeah, don't search the cookie. All right, week 1 or week 3, week 3. I'm gonna say week 1, week 3.
Well, week
Texans,
two.
Texans, Bears. Someone fill me in on this game because I did not care to watch it.
Saddest display of quarterbacking that you'll ever see.
Really?
Whoa.
Oh yeah, Fields was. Fields was. Why was Mills so bad?
Fields, I believe, if I remember right, has only thrown like 42 pass attempts on the season now.
Yeah,
I think it's 45, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
really low
So,
number. It's a
hey,
crazy low number.
the good news is if you're a Damian Pierce owner, you're starting to see glimpses of hope.
yeah, that's a good day. Did he do
Yeah.
anything receiving?
A little bit.
Minimal, like 3 for like 12 or something, I think.
I'll take it.
I even right on that. I could have just
He
lied.
did
Oh,
not
two
have
for
3.
21. I mean, it's the same.
If he
It's
would have
literally
had 3,
point
he would
one
have
fantasy
tied the
points off.
receiving top receiver for the day.
Oh, oh,
Oh
that's
wait, no, that's
sad.
not true. Burkett. Wait, that's not
Yeah,
his.
Buckhead all the way down there.
That's weird.
It's,
That's not in order. That bugs me.
it's
Oh,
Yardo, dude.
yeah, I guess. Um, I mean, the other big thing is Montgomery gets hurt. When did he get hurt? Do you guys know? Why is that green? Is that green to you?
No,
Oh
you're
my
just
god, I'm
high.
having a stroke. How
Um,
did Montgomery get
you're
hurt?
an honesty. Playing football.
Okay, good talk, good talk. I want to see
Oh
his
That's
wait,
as
no
much
one,
numbers.
no one.
insight as I have.
Yeah,
Go
no
ahead.
one watched this game. No one knows. I'm
I
not even
watched
sure. I
I
don't even
watched
think the Bears
glimpses
front
of it.
office knows. Literally, I saw like 3 passes the whole game, and most of them were the interceptions that they threw on during red zone.
How bad is he hurt? Oh my god, I'm gonna have an aneurysm doing this pod. I'm using little brother setup,
You have a little
and
brother.
this mouse, he only has one of the two battery. This mouse needs a double A and a triple A, and he only has one double A. He's like the other double wouldn't fit. I'm like, of course it wouldn't fit, Ian. It's not the same battery, but it makes the mouse just disconnect because
I thought it
clearly,
made more sense when you said it was your little brother's mouth.
no, it didn't make more sense. Wait, he's just day to day? I thought it was like bad.
No, I didn't think so.
Ooh, maybe I should go and take out that big
You don't
fab
want to
off
trade
Herbert.
him.
Okay, so we're gonna move on this week 2. The Bears got whooped. Texans lost again. Nothing big. Normal stuff for two bad teams, right?
I thought they're both undefeated in my heart.
Okay. Well, your heart's wrong.
Hey, this one. Your boy got this one.
Raiders Titans. Whoa, Jake. Oh yeah, how do we want to do this? We're gonna do a little on the fly discuss here. Are we gonna review after each game, or are we gonna go through all the games and then jump to the how we did?
I don't know.
I think we'll just
You
do
want it?
that real quick after we're done talking about the teams.
Okay, that works for me. All
Well,
right.
unless do you want it to be like a big surprise who won it at the end?
Maybe next week we'll do it. Maybe I'll do some kind of situation where I can block them off week by week so you don't get a hint. But if I flip over to
Yeah,
it now, you'll just see it all.
yeah,
Also, at some point, I'm gonna need to open up our tier list again so we can do that at the end. But we might have to take
yeah,
a we might have to take a little break to do that later. But it won't be
yeah,
anything for you listeners. Raiders
yeah.
Titans.
You guys, we don't care about y'all.
Well, no, we do. That's why we're taking a break. But for them,
Yeah,
it'll be moments. For us,
I
lifetime.
I see the Copium you're showing now, baby.
Thank you. Um, Mike Vrabel literally
Coach of the year.
pulled this team to a win against a sad 0-3 Raiders team that probably shouldn't be 0-3.
They almost choked it.
Who did the Titans?
Yeah. I mean, you scored 24 points in the first half and never score again.
Derrick Henry had a very good first half, and apparently the Raiders, their only takeaway from week 1 was that we shouldn't get Devontae Adams so involved in our offense. Because they've just targeted him less and less every game.
Yeah, what did he get this week? I mean, it was the Hollins kid this week. Just came out of nowhere. He's been good the last 2 weeks, I think.
He's their leading receiver in every category.
Man, he still had
Fun
10
fact,
targets.
Matt Collins legally changed his name at the start of the season. His name before was what's it called? DeMarcus Robinson.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's how
He
much
did
we
a little
care.
more than just change his name then.
That's how much we care
Yeah,
about this game.
he lightened up his skin color a little too. Got some
Hair
tattoos.
extensions.
Yeah, all the whole nine.
I mean, I don't want to
He
condemn
was
the
revamping himself, Jonah.
I don't want to condemn the Raiders, but 0-3 in the AFC West feels like they're
I want to
done.
condemn the Raiders.
All
I
right.
said they
Dude,
wouldn't be good, but they'd have a nice offense. It's exactly where they're at.
Yeah, but it's not even the offense really.
It's
Like
all of it.
the offense is the part
The
that's
offense
kind of
is only good
struggling.
at times, and the defense can't stay good long enough.
They have the Steelers problem where the defense is on the field too much.
Yeah, I think it's more the offense struggling than the defense.
I would kind of
It's just
agree.
the team is shit.
Now you're backtracking.
I like
Okay.
the offense, production wise, but it's shit. The whole team.
They figure out a way to do it. They'll get it going at some
I
point.
mean,
Yeah,
they
they
got
won't. I
the
mean,
No,
Raiders.
no, no.
they're in
Do you know
trouble. They probably ain't making
they
the
play the
playoffs.
Broncos? They play the Broncos this week, and then the Chiefs next week. They might start 0-5.
They have to win.
No, they're beating
This
the
week
Broncos.
against the Broncos is an absolute positively must win.
They're gonna beat the Broncos.
The Broncos
Wait, they
have
don't.
what
Wait,
is it?
oh yeah, they do play the Broncos, right?
It's Broncos, Chiefs, and I think a bye. So
Yeah, they'll beat the Broncos.
they can't go into the bye 0-5. I mean,
You
I
want to
think.
talk about a team that has looked dysfunctional? It's the Broncos.
I mean, but well, we'll get to them later. They're winning.
Yeah.
To be honest, they're winning. So,
Kind of. Yeah,
well,
does it
I
even
mean, not
count?
kind of. They're winning. They're winning more than the Colts did week 1. As we move to this, after we move to this game,
Ooh.
where they have
Yo, the
somehow
Colts.
bested the Chiefs.
They rebound on the biggest games. No, I'm convinced the Chiefs placed a bet against themselves in this game.
I mean, honestly, probably right.
Only about Brian.
Sky Moore was the worst part of this game.
Well, and they missed field goals, right?
Yeah, but Sky Moore muffed a punt and gave the Colts the ball within the 10-yard line. And then he also fucked up the coverage of another one that got them pinned back at the 1.
Yeah, and they missed a PAT, and
Yeah,
missed a field goal, I
they had a
believe.
muffed snap on some stuff.
They just don't, and they still. I mean, they're actually really hurting without Buckner because they don't trust their backup.
Well, they should just put Justin Reed back there.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
they
not
should.
consistent enough to hit field goals. I don't think he can do kickoff all day, and I don't get why they took him off of that. But I don't know if he field. I mean, he probably would be fine on a PAT, but I don't
You
know
guys, look,
why.
G-Force is ready.
Yeah, I just had mine. I just updated my driver before we got started. Head of
But
the game.
odd game. The Colts needed it. I guess. Good job by the Colts. Matt Ryan still tried to throw the game away. I think he fumbled twice.
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor still kind of looking weird.
it doesn't feel like this team deserves to have a win.
It doesn't feel like they deserve to have a win, but at the same time, I'm happy that the Chiefs were punished for playing so bad.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So
They shouldn't be
everyone
able to
got what
escape with that
they
one and come up to,
yeah, everyone got what they deserved.
except the Colts. They got to win.
Yeah, I mean, be
Makes them
fair.
only half a game back in the division.
True, true.
Wow.
But what do you? I mean,
But not the
what do you
long.
guys think of the Mahomes, the enemy stuff? The enemy. I always say the enemy.
I don't care. If there's issues later on, then sure. But I don't care right now.
Did you see
I
the
don't know
LaShawn
why
McCoy?
Bieniemy was all of a sudden being conservative.
Did you see the LaShawn McCoy tweet?
No, I don't. No.
It wasn't favorable in the terms of the enemy camp.
I mean, I said a while ago that I wasn't super high on Bieniemy. This was like a year or two ago when everyone was like, "Why isn't he getting head coaching jobs?" And my thing is,
I think he tweeted, all he does is yell at people. He doesn't do anything with running backs or receivers. I think is what the tweet said. Someone can.
Yeah, I mean, I have never really been high
Have they
on.
had a noteworthy running back performance the entire time he's been there?
I don't know. It was just what LaShawn McCoy tweeted.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to see if there's evidence to suggest that he's right, and he's
Who,
not just
LaShawn
doesn't
McCoy?
upset.
Well,
No,
I
I
think
mean, that
I
wouldn't
think the
really
basis of
make
LaShawn
sense.
McCoy's tweet was I think it was however it was worded, the simple layman terms of what he was trying to say was Bieniemy's not a good coach. Is all I think that tweet really boils down to. I don't think LaShawn was like putting on his like cool, relatively smart commentator. He was just pointing out that he didn't like Bieniemy. But I don't know. That's all I really want to point out. I don't like Bieniemy, like you said before, Jonah, being conservative. As much as Jonah, you and Jake, I love me a fake field goal. As much as I love a fake field goal, you have Mahomes and Kelsey. Go just put them on the field if you want to go for fourth down. So that's kind of where I sit. But
Incorrect.
you're right. Fake field goal
Fake
all
field
day.
goals always. I mean, I would run them on first down, second down.
Third down,
No, not third. That's dumb.
that's fake punt.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, we'll move down. I think the Chiefs are fine, and the Colts gotta win. The game of the week, baby. Anytime my Dolphins are
Okay,
playing,
that's
it's the
ridiculous.
game of the week. Fuck this ad.
Great game. Credit to the Dolphins. Played well. Did a good job. Poor Tua.
What do you mean? He's fine.
Yeah. His
No,
back
no,
was
no, no.
hurting
His
or something.
back's all fucked up
He hurt his
apparently.
back.
Yeah, his back's all jacked up.
But he's
They have
fine.
they had to get him
I
some
mean, he's not
cupping and
fine.
all that. I just look at that.
He
Those
might not play
I'm sorry, just
Thursday.
look at those team stats right there,
Really? I
just
didn't
down
see
this inch.
Wait, this is more important than what would have been limited if the team prior. Oh, he's gonna play. Shut up, Jonah.
But look at those team stats
What
right there. Look
McDaniel
at
said specifically, he doesn't know if he's gonna play.
Look at the
Question.
total yards right there to the left. Like, that is ridiculous that you come away losing this game and only scoring 19 points.
I give credit to Miami. Miami has won all 3 games in different ways. It's why I think they're actually legit this year. They won week 1
No,
by
they just
controlled.
lucky.
They controlled. Lucky. I mean, you got to be lucky to play in the NFL.
I mean, I'm messing.
I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, I think a lot of people would carry that sentiment that hate Tua. But they dominated week 1,
And some who love
controlled the game. Last week they showed what their offense can do in certain situations, and then this week they grinded out a game and got a win. I think it's
it.
big.
You know, Miami's well. I've been impressed.
Twice as many first downs.
Yeah, twice as many first downs, twice as many yards.
Well over
Oh,
twice as many yards.
Over 50% of over twice as much time of possession. Like,
I mean, they came in too with a legitimate game plan on defense to beat Josh Allen in that offense, and I think it gave him
and
fits.
it didn't work somehow, but also did work somehow.
I mean, it did. It did work. I mean,
Giving up 500 yards of offense is not a good.
yeah, but they didn't
defensive game.
score. I mean, I
But
think
they
that's
somehow
how
helped
you have to
them
win
score,
against
and
the
that's what I'm
Bills.
confused about.
You have to win against the Bills by bending and not breaking. That's how you have
Dude,
to.
I need to go. I feel like I need to go look at this play by play now. Now that I'm looking at, like, how do you have 500 yards of offense and 1 turnover and come away with 19 points?
We're
The
playing
Bills
to
are just
bend,
the
not
team that
break.
goes for it. What were
And they
their
did.
what were their fourth down stats?
They did
Like,
go
did they
for
punt
it.
a bunch?
Oh,
Did they
no.
go like 40 yards and then punt? And then
No, they went
Fourth
for
down
three.
efficiency.
Two
They
of
went for
three.
2 of 3.
That's what I'm
Huh.
saying. Like, where did the not points come from?
And that one they failed on was that attempted touchdown at the end, wasn't it?
Let's see.
Huh.
They scored
They had
first drive,
touchdown,
punt,
fumble, touchdown, punt, end of half, field goal, missed field goal. So that missed field goal has downs. And like, I don't even know. Oh, it's just so weird.
I mean, credit to the Dolphins. They gotta win.
Yeah, I'm just saying that the statistics are like one of the weirdest anomalies you'll ever see.
And something too that is gonna play out through this whole season is what played out this game. Is the further we get into this year, the Dolphins have the perfect offense to fuck people up come like November, late December, when they have to come down to Miami and play in that heat and play against Hill and Waddle going deep every other play, teams are gonna get destroyed by that. And I feel like now that Miami has a good team, it's gonna be their home field advantage of just killing people with the Miami gross heat is gonna be even bigger. And
Is
the
it
Bill,
too early to start hopping on the 16-0 train?
oh, the only franchise that's ever done it and won the Super
Exactly.
Bowl.
And they do it again?
Repeat, baby.
When was that? Was that 76 or something? Is that right?
That sounds
7D, I think,
correct.
right?
No,
70.
I
I
thought it
don't
was
see it.
70. I don't know. 70
I
something.
don't know.
But
They do it again exactly X amount of years later.
big game by the Dolphins.
True.
Let's go. Lions, Vikes. Lions piss
Let's
away.
go.
Such a sad game.
72.
We were all wrong.
72.
Such a sad
No,
game.
we're all in the right ballpark though.
Why was this such a sad game? The Vikings just how did they win? Another one I didn't really get to
Exactly.
see. How did they
AJ
win?
Osborne, that's how.
But like actually how did they win? Well, I mean look you can look at look at this they were they were the Lions had an 88.3% of chance of winning. What happened? And it just shot. It just look how far. What happened with 2 minutes left in the fourth? No.
Timeout number 2 by Minnesota, according
You
to
guys,
that.
you guys at least kind of paid attention. That's why I'm hoping one of you guys is gonna jump in and fill
Yeah,
us
I'll
in.
say. I mean, I don't know what to say. They stopped them. What they did the Lions go? No, they tried to kick a field goal, right?
Oh, didn't they go for it on 4th and 1 too?
No, they were going to, and then they decided to kick a field goal instead, I believe, and then they missed it, if I remember right. Or maybe they did go for it.
Oh no, they threw a pick.
No, that's post. That's after they're down. The field
Oh,
goal's
you're
right
right.
above that. See? Yeah, so right there, if you go to that, it was 4th and 1, and then I think they called it or something, and they call a
Oh,
timeout.
54. I mean,
So
they still
like,
would
yeah,
have
it's
lost,
third and
but
14. They get 10 yards, 4th and 4. They line up to
How
go
long was
for
that
it
touchdown drive
after the
after?
2-minute warning.
Yeah, 3 plays.
Yeah, and they
That's
call a
exactly what I thought
timeout,
it was.
and then they
It was
decide to
so
kick a
sad.
field goal, which I don't really get. I mean, I guess I get kicking the field. No, I don't get kicking the field goal because it puts you up 6 instead of 3. But if you miss it, they literally only have to drive half the field.
it's so sad. It's just so sad. I feel so bad for
Like
the
punt and
Lions.
make them drive the whole field if you don't want to go for it.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jake. You go for it or
I
you
don't know,
punt.
because they don't have to go for it. They don't have to go the whole field for a field goal.
No, but they have to. They still have to go. They still have to go half the field, but now they have to go half the field to tie instead of half the field to win.
Oh my god, this mouse is gonna give me an aneurysm. I'm actually gonna fucking freak the fuck out if I.
My thing is kicking the field goal doesn't make any sense here. You either got to go for it or punt.
I'm so angry about this mouse.
Unless you just feel really confident you're going to hit the field goal, and then that way you get a kickoff, and now they have to drive almost the whole field.
Well,
And
you
I'm
couldn't have
like,
gone for it. It was what, 4th and 14, it looks like?
no, 4th and 4. They got 10 yards on
Oh,
that
they
third
got
and
10 yards
14.
on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sad game by the Lions and Vikes.
So sad.
But
Rips the
our
Lions.
favorite teams.
Ravens, Patriots.
What a game. What a game.
Lamar continues his MVP season.
Yeah, we're also learning more and more that the Ravens don't have a defense.
Very much so.
Like I said it. I said Hamilton ain't that guy.
I mean, they did get 4 turnovers.
I
So.
think
Yeah, but
Hamilton hasn't played
also it's
bad
Mac
though. I didn't
Jones.
think.
No, he
No,
hasn't.
Hamilton forced one of those fumbles.
Yeah, it doesn't count. He tackled him from behind.
He forced one of the fumbles.
No, I'm joking. Hamilton's been playing. I just you know,
But I agree, their defense is for sure the problem. But Lamar is.
which is rare for them. Normally, the defense has been pretty decent most other years.
Yeah, I mean, my only takeaways here: Lamar's Lamar. Like Ravens defense sucks, and Mac Jones needs to stop getting hurt. Mac Jones at this point, for me, he needs to get hurt, or he doesn't need to get hurt. Stop fucking half getting hurt. It's pissing me off.
The biggest thing that needs to happen is Lamar Jackson needs to realize he's allowed to give the ball to other people than Mark Andrews.
No, I need to win my bet.
Yes.
I like that you just said Mac Jones needs to either be more frail or tougher.
Bro, I don't
mean,
like this bullshit.
yeah.
He's going off the field being carried by like 3 people, and they're like, "Oh, it's a bad
Whoa, he
sprain."
hopped off on his own.
He no
It's a
did not.
severe high ankle sprain. No,
No,
he
he hopped
did. He
off on his
hopped
own.
off. He didn't get to the locker room on his own.
Yeah,
That's
He
what
hopped
I'm
he
off
hopped
the field
saying.
on
all.
his own.
That's the
He,
fucking picture everyone's seen.
yeah,
He's
but
being
he
like,
hopped off the field. He got up and hopped off the field
He
without
did a really
anyone.
good job of hopping really fast.
Without anyone helping him. They didn't even have an injury timeout, technically.
and then he was drugged to the fucking locker room like a guy, like a
Well,
World
yeah,
War
he
II
just
guy that's
jumped
got
40
his fucking
yards.
arm or his leg blown off and
He just jumped
passed
40
stone.
yards on one foot. He needed a gas
You
mask and
play
everything.
40-yard hopscotch and then tell me you don't need to be dragged the rest of the way.
The problem
Yeah,
is just
like,
his
gosh
face and
dang.
how he looked. The problem is how he looked, and
He's
then
just
him,
a very expressive
Alright,
person.
he's-
and
them
it-
being
just
like
a-
the
it's a
expressions
high
are
ankle
always
sprain.
anguish and terror.
They're like,
He's
and then
literally a
most people
fat
would
boy
get
playing QB
surgery,
in
but
football.
Mac Jones isn't gonna get surgery. It's like what are we doing? 2 weeks in a row, they're like, oh my god, his back is broken. Like Bane snapped him over his fucking knee. Oh, he's gonna play next week. Like I'm tired.
Because he got that dog in him.
I'm tired of it, and I'm tired of New
What if you
England.
find out like it's actually all breaks, like ankles broken, backs broken, all this, and he's just playing through it?
Oh my, Mac Jones threw 3 picks.
Yeah, it was real ugly.
We're defending. You're defending this guy.
No, no, I mean,
I'm defending you, attacking him for getting hurt.
I'm not
Yeah, I
attacking.
mean,
I have no problem with
you're
him.
attacking him.
My
You're
problem
like,
is
he
more or less
might
with
be
the
Satan
media.
incarnate.
My problem is with the media just Ryan just nuts.
You and Aaron Rodgers, gosh dang.
I love
It's
Aaron
always the
Rodgers.
media's fault.
I love Aaron Rodgers. He's a good guy. Good guy.
When is it ever the individual's fault for letting the media talk about them, huh?
Guys, look, the Bengals got their first dub.
Go Bengals.
Yay!
I mean, the good
At
news is
literally no
Greg the
point
Leg.
did the win probability say the Jets were going to win.
Hey, but the good news is Greg the Leg showed he can still go.
Greg the
Four
leg.
Yeah, was he
Field
4
goals,
for
baby.
4 or did any
I don't
misses?
know. I don't even miss these like.
Jake's favorite tight end did well. It's like,
The
gotcha.
conch shell.
I don't like Conklin.
I know, that's what I just want to see what Jake would say.
I was just confused. Also,
I
wait,
mean-
where's my man? Where's the other guy from?
He's hurt. Uzoma's hurt.
Oh, he's still hurt, man.
And
You
then
think he goes back to the Bengals?
No, they've got hurt. Hurst.
no, he played.
Yeah, but
Look at
Hurst
his.
isn't.
Well,
This
he's
is
he's back.
Yeah,
He's,
Uzoma's
he's,
playing.
he's getting small amounts of playing time.
This was his revenge game. Look what he did.
He's tight end too, baby.
Is he? Can we find another tight end on this list? No,
Look at
he is tight end too.
T. Higgins was gonna out target Chase this game, and then they're like, "Oh, Chase, are you upset that you haven't been doing anything? Okay, we'll give you a couple of dumb throws here at the end of this game."
Yeah, that's how that went.
I'm pretty sure you said that when we were watching the game.
Yeah,
so
but
just-
I won't say it publicly.
Okay. But I mean, yeah, the Bengals.
Gotta defend your narratives, Jake.
The Bengals won. Was it impressive? Kind of.
Not really. I mean, they won by 15, but it was not impressive.
Let's see how they play Thursday. If
Well,
Tua
it
plays.
was only impressive because it. I mean, they did most of it early.
It's never
and
impressive
then-
to beat Joe Flacco.
That's incorrect.
God, he's
It
throwing so
would have
much,
been real
his arm
impressive to
can't
beat
do
him in that
this.
one playoff run.
His arm can't do this. Yeah, that was prime Flacco.
Okay, you're right. You're right. In the last 11 years, it hasn't been impressive to beat Joe Flacco.
Okay, well, thank you for adding that very important caveat.
Poor Flax. He can't be throwing this much. His poor body.
Yeah, dude, this dude was like retiring, and then now
Look
it's
at
like,
that
hey,
completion
50 a
percentage.
game.
That's
It-
abysmal.
And it's also, he wears number 19. Like, he just needs to stop.
Him and
Yeah.
Debo, baby, they're the goats.
He needs to get out, man. Jury's still on the Bengals for me. Let's see how they do Thursday.
Yeah, when they beat the Dolphins, will that change your opinion?
If Tua's there.
Yeah, if it's Teddy Bridgewater, I don't know.
The Dolphins have to have their quarterback.
Wait, guys, we need it. Yes, they do. We need to talk about the team that's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
Washington Commanders.
No, the Eagles.
Ooh.
The Eagles, they're
They
legit.
look
They're
like
they're
they look like
somehow
they're decent
they're
at
somehow
football.
already even better than I thought they'd be, and I was pretty high on them.
I mean, they are easily the best team in this division.
I mean, I don't think anyone was really arguing that before the season.
Yeah, but it's more and more
You're just trying to bully
clear-cut.
Jonah.
We'll see what happens when Dak comes back. Maybe I disagree.
Why
You
would
guys
you
are fighting for
But as of
third.
right now, I don't disagree.
What is Dak? You think Dak on the sideline is going to be able to do something more on the sideline with pads on than no pads?
I don't get
All
this
right, shut up with your
argument.
dumb narrative.
Well, we'll talk about
It
it
Cooper
makes
on.
literally no
Rush.
sense.
We'll talk about our. Let's stop. If an Eagles fan
We'll
is
talk about
listening
this
to
later.
this and hearing that we're talking about the Cowboys in the middle of trying to boast on the Eagles' good play, they might kill us.
Yeah, we'll
All
see how
right,
he
then
plays then.
let's just jump right into Jalen Hurts, the MVP candidate.
Him, Tua, Allen, and there was one more guy.
Lamar.
Lamar. Definitely the leaders right now, for sure.
Uh, Hurts has been playing so well. He beat the commies without even really rushing.
He didn't
20
need to.
yards, didn't matter.
Devonta Smith, another good game.
I know the Devontae's the weird one because he went literally
Flip a
zero
goose.
and then straight God mode.
Jeff Okuda's shutting people down this year.
Yeah.
And then,
Got a
actually,
new island.
he has been playing pretty good. And then AJ Brown got his first touchdown as an Eagle. That's pretty cool.
Let's go.
But I think AJ Brown does a good move. I think we're 3 weeks in, and I thought it was a good move when it happened, and it's a good move now.
It's
Why did they
somehow-
only score in the second quarter though? What's that about? They just coasted. They do something that teams
Well,
don't do.
their defense was beating up on them. Their defense was playing well, but they just weren't getting the ball down.
I think they
Downfield
just
enough.
like the number 2.
True. Take a look at that Gardner Johnson guy. You like him?
Go
I'd
Gators.
move on, but the mouse is fucking.
He's a fighter.
The bullshit again.
Another
Zach-
thug.
The mouse is tilting me. Now he's for sure
Yeah.
a thug.
Yeah, he's probably a thug.
He's for sure a thug. I tell you what, the Eagles, they might make a jump this week in my tiers. At least my vote.
Eagles, they be some. They
Especially the
be playing
last two.
football. They be playing in the foosball.
Ooh, Saints Panthers. What a fucking ball.
Let's go.
Vote to skip.
Vote to
We can be
skip.
quick.
Vote to skip.
Well, we can't skip
to-
because this fucking mouse. I'm actually getting so tilted. Dude, I'm fucking
Hey,
fighting the
30 for
mouse.
30, baby.
Talk about it. Go ahead. Oh, I found that.
30 for 30.
How many does he have now? Is that like 5 in the last 2 weeks?
Probably.
Wait, has he really thrown that many? Wait, has he thrown that many picks?
He
He
threw like
is
3 last week to
legitimately-
the Bucks.
He has probably legitimately thrown 6 or 7 interceptions.
Yeah, he threw 3 last week to the Bucks.
Oh my God, I have a mouse. Thank the Lord. So we're skipping this one.
He does only have the 5 though. He didn't throw any in week 1.
No, feels like cap.
Uh,
I think they're just lying to us to make him feel better.
the Panthers winning this game is really sad because they should really learn some lessons about how bad their offense is and what they could easily do to change it, and then probably fire Matt Rule as well. But they're not
Yeah.
going to learn those lessons.
Well, they'll know by the end of the year when they're not in the playoffs and they fire Matt Rule. So,
Yeah, but that's too late to make a change.
well, they're not. That's the.
Well, but they win. They've made win now moves. They need to do what they can now to
I'm
fix
sorry.
that.
Maybe I don't get this. What win now moves? They're not in win now mode. They're in
No.
rebuild.
They've
I don't-
it's about the money they've invested and then the draft capital they've traded.
I don't care. It's not win now.
Well, no, they don't have the ability to just be bad and just bank on the draft.
I mean, watch them. They're about to do it. They're about to just be bad.
They're not going to try to do it.
I do think this team has talent, though.
I like the defense a lot. I think the defense is
NFL, everything
inconsistent,
talent.
but
Well, that's not necessarily true. Have you seen my team play? But
Hey,
I
what up,
agree.
Najee?
I like their defense.
that's the guy you single out.
Chin, they have Horn? Yeah, right.
Yeah, J.C. Horn got a nice interception.
Chin, Horn, Burns is
Yeah,
quietly
yeah.
an insane pass rusher that just gets no hype in the league. I like their defense, and then I mean they still have McCaffrey. They need to get McCaffrey going. If I'm Rule, I'm taking the shackles off McCaffrey.
I-
And I'm just gonna let him get hurt.
I
if he gets hurt.
genuinely don't understand how you can have
I mean-
Christian McCaffrey and the talent that is DJ Moore and not do more with it.
I mean, question. Are they actually shackling McCaffrey at all at this point? He had like, what, 30-something touches?
I mean, I can't argue with you. You are right. He didn't have 30. Close.
27.
Yeah, like, I don't know if they are shackling him. I just think they're not as good as they used to be.
I mean, maybe on offense, but I don't know.
I mean, the rookies, the rookie they drafted, what, like 6th overall, that tackle. He's not stepped it up yet.
I mean,
He's struggling a little bit.
we're
He's
harping
no
on the
Penny Sewell.
Panthers right now, and I think we need to switch over real fast to the Saints.
Don't.
A
It's
dumpster
sad.
fire, lots
I
of
mean,
injuries.
They
It's
Chris
sad.
Olave is pretty good.
I wanted my boy Jameis to succeed, but he ain't eating no
I mean, he
W's.
broke
He's
his
only eating
back
L's.
in week 1.
yeah.
He gave it all for that dub, and he's not gonna get another one. It looks
They
like.
cannot get going on offense, and I'm not impressed with them on defense.
Wanted to walk. It's like 350 receiving yards. Like
Yeah. I mean, it's sad. The Saints might be moving down in the tiers.
Might.
Yeah, might. We don't know yet.
Oh, the game of the week, part 2.
You've said this twice now, and neither of them
Part
have been in the
2.
game of the week. Although I did
Oh.
really enjoy this one. Hey,
The
don't
Jags.
listen when we talk about who we picked at this. Everyone, all the listeners, don't listen. I picked the Jags.
He didn't.
Well, I thought I
fucking
did.
Jags.
Literally until the first quarter was over.
The Jags, they're moving up my list, and they're legit.
Yeah.
I will fight to keep
Division
them where they're at.
winner.
They
Division
they
winner.
walked into Chargers home and whooped on them.
The Chargers don't have a home.
Yeah, I don't care. They still walked in there and fucking beat them
they
down.
have a home. It's just
They beat
open
them
to the homeless
38-10.
still.
They didn't sneak by. They fucking whooped them. What do you have to say? Well, I mean, like, what is they went, Jake Jones? This is how little they disrespected them. They were up 30. Would have been that third? No, it'd been 29-10, and they went for 2.
29-10.
They're fucking playing Madden
That's a
against the
matter of
Chargers.
respect.
They're playing against the
You think that
Chargers.
just
They're
thinking
playing
they might be able to
Madden.
score 3 touchdowns on you without you being able to score.
Look at this disrespect. Just spit on him. Let's fucking go. Lawrence got his whole cock. Look at that in Jonah's mouth. Look at that.
Yeah, man, those sophomore QBs, they really suck.
I know.
They really do.
I wish Dak was
Off.
doing this.
Yeah, imagine if Dak had a stat line for that. Jonah would be creaming his pants for like 6 days
But
straight.
he's like, Lawrence was okay against an offense, against a defense. I might point out that we all loved in the offseason. We have pods to hold everybody to that.
Bosa got hurt in like the first quarter.
Oh,
Missed pretty much the whole game.
that's a shame.
Yeah,
If only they had
but-
anybody else on the team.
Pretty sure J.C. Jackson was hurt for most of that game as well, if he even played.
J.C. Jackson, why is he not playing?
He's hurt.
He's soft.
What? I served you up, Jake.
He had Derek Carr Sherman show soft.
Look at that. The Jags got an actual coach now, and they can actually play in a football game. Who would have thought?
I think the Chargers are actually just worse than we thought.
This is
The
bullshit,
Jaguars
Jonah.
did good. The Jaguars did good.
It
You're
doesn't
worse
matter.
than you're worse
I'm
than
just
literally
Jake
saying
with
I think
the
this is
Dolphins
fool's
hate.
gold at the moment.
You're worse
Literally,
than
the
Jake.
I think
with
it's
the
Chargers
fool's
Dolphins
gold.
The Chargers could be half a quarter of the team we thought they were. And this is still impressive because they just came in and bit them over and did what they wanted.
They did. Jonah's being a negative Nancy. That's all he is.
I believe you. I agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying I think it's fool's gold.
Well, so then you don't. agree.
but there's even if it's
No, I
fool's
agree. They
gold,
did exactly what you said they did.
If it's
Yeah, but
fool's
what
gold,
I'm
I just
saying
don't
is,
think
like,
it matters.
even if the Chargers are like a quarter, like I'm saying a quarter, half, whatever you want to, even if they're way worse than
Okay,
we
well
thought they were,
this ridiculous statement I don't agree with.
then
If they're a
Jags
quarter
will
of
be
the
in a
team we thought they were, then this means absolutely nothing. This is a bottom 5 team beating another bottom 5 team. They're a quarter as good as we
Yeah,
thought
but
they were.
they're getting dominated. It's not beating. A
I
bottom
don't
5 team
care.
doesn't just dominate another bottom 5 team. A decent team could dominate a bottom 5 team.
I don't know. I mean, you have to admit too that they're the best team in the AFC South, right? Can you at least say that?
100.
No.
You're saying 2-3 weeks.
No,
you
I think
cannot say the
they
Jacksonville
have
Jaguars.
I think they have played the best football. I don't think they're the best team.
Who's winning the division?
Okay.
I still think it's going to end up being the Colts.
Do
I
you
think the Colts
it's gonna
turn
be
things
the
around.
Colts?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
the
I thought
Colts
my-
turn it around.
I'll
That
bet.
is
What do you want to
crazy.
bet right now? I'll bet something. What's
I'll
our
bet
money at?
both my nuts.
Oh, right, we got that money.
I'll throw 10.
This is the first one I've made. I'll throw 10, yeah. Although 10
10.
that the Colts still win the division. Are you betting the Jaguars win?
No, I'm just betting the Colts don't win.
What?
No, I'll put 10
Outplayed.
the Jags win.
Wait, can I also get in on this?
Get in, Jake.
Jonah, same
Double
bet.
bet.
Man.
See where your mouth put your money. You can win so much money, or you can lose it all.
And you're asking me to put a lot on one bet that the 1-1-1 Colts are the best team in this dog shit division.
You're the one saying it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but you're asking me to put twice as much down on it?
I'll go down to 5 if you want to also bet 5 with Jake.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are willing to
won't do
split it, I
that.
don't care.
I don't care either. I just
You
want
won't
to.
do it? Well, then fine.
No, I'm joking.
just-
I'll do it. I don't care.
No, I'm
I
good.
just want to protect my
5
Jaguars.
5 and 5. Yeah, we're
we'll
Jags
do that.
fans in here.
Jags, Dolphins. That's all I have. Those are my teams right now. Joe's gonna make fun of me all year for switching. These are my 2 right now.
The Florida teams, baby.
I have no NFC teams unless I come across one that I remember that I have. I'm pretty sure I don't.
You've
Rams,
hopped
Cardinals.
off the Panthers?
I was never on the Panthers.
Yeah, no one likes the Panthers.
Oh, they're your NFC team.
Yeah, but in my heart.
Let's go.
Okay.
What a game. What a game. This was. one of the
These are
more boring
podcast
games.
Drew's teams.
Yeah, he's a completely different guy. Marquise Brown learned how to catch a football.
Made some pretty good catches.
I know, it was weird.
Was this game like close?
Not really.
I have no reason. I know nothing about this game, and this was a 4 o'clock game that I should have watched, and I don't think I watched a minute of it.
It wasn't very. I don't
It
know.
wasn't that exciting.
Yeah,
Was
it
this 4? Yeah, this had to be 4 o'clock, right?
The Rams probably should have won 34-12,
How so?
but the Cooper Kupp dropped a touchdown. Allen Robinson dropped a touchdown.
Not Allen.
Well, I mean, one of those is unrealistic. One of those is. Right, the other one's
Well,
expected.
okay, I take it back. It should have been 30-12 because they ended up getting a field goal on that Allen Robinson drop.
Yeah, and also they should expect Allen Robinson to drop it, but.
I mean, what's to say here? The Cardinals couldn't bounce back and get another. not
Kyler
bounce
Murray
back,
threw
couldn't-
58 passes.
Yeah, that's the problem. He needs to be.
How many
running more.
times was Marquise Brown targeted?
This was when COD came out too. There's no chance they were gonna win. People talk about double XP.
Dude, I don't know. He's playing decent with the whole COD going on. I thought he'd be like. I mean, I don't think he had a turnover.
Kyler is keeping them in games. The problem is the play calling is bad, and the team as a whole is playing not great. James Conner is not the player he was expected to be.
And the big problem is they can't run the ball
Yeah.
at all, like 0.
No.
I think they
he's
should
fine.
do some more design runs for Kyler. Just get something since he's the only runner on that team that can actually play.
I
He
feel like
just
COD
needs
get-
to realize that his hobbit legs work fast and just sometimes just decide to run the ball when it's there.
Yeah, I mean if there were 58 passes, I mean that probably should have dropped down to like 50, and he should have run it like 8 more times.
I feel like right now the Rams are coasting. Like all these kind of like just insane playoff teams are gonna be like they're just biding their
I
time.
don't know. I just don't think that's good this year.
I'm not.
Yeah,
worried about the
I
Rams
agree.
yet.
I don't think they're as good this year.
I just think
but-
they're chilling.
I think it's the Allen Robinson part.
I definitely don't think we've seen the best
Shut
of the
up.
Rams, but I mean we never were against the Cardinals.
I'm
Or the
not. I'm not.
Falcons.
I'm not panicking about the Rams yet. The Cardinals too. The narrative is like, wait till Hopkins comes back.
No, the Rams
They-
have a pretty clear lead on their division. Like it's only a 1-game lead, but
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody that has a chance right now.
I tell you
I mean,
what,
the
too. Thank God
49ers
we didn't do the
could
NFC
just
West because it's a shit division. Thank God we
Yeah,
missed it.
I
on
mean,
the fucking.
the
We would have been so
only
wrong.
chance the Rams have of repeating this year is cutting Allen. If
I don't
they
think
do
they're
that,
gonna
then I
repeat,
might-
but I think they're
Then I think I'll put them in as my Super Bowl favorite.
okay. I just don't think they're in a bad spot. The Cardinals too. I don't think Hopkins is gonna do what everyone thinks Hopkins is gonna do. Hopkins has not been good the last few years, and people
He's
don't
been
want
bad,
to.
but he definitely hasn't been what he was.
That's what I'm saying. And you just
Jake,
think
what if
he's
they
gonna
cut
walk off?
Allen Robinson and they sign Odell Beckham Jr.? Like if
Super
that actually
Bowl
does happen.
4 straight.
4 straight.
Hey, now this was the game of the week.
This is Jake's team, baby, the Falcons.
This
I
was
don't
the
care
first
what you
half
say.
of the week.
The first half was some of the funnest football to watch.
This
It was
game
electric.
petered
The
out at the
offense
end,
was
but yeah.
wild. I mean, it was just non-stop offense. It was.
You're genuinely 100% right. This game was so much offense in the beginning, some nice plays, some serious Kyle Pitts sightings.
And then they disappeared.
Yeah, then the
Well, and
third
then both
quarter,
teams kind of
third
like,
quarter started slowing, and then the fourth quarter was kind of sad. I was just like, okay. Now that said, these teams the Falcons came up big for my sake in fantasy, having Cordell Patterson, Pitts, um and Mariota all playing for me,
And since
and I
nobody got to
needed
see,
the three of them to combine for like 50, and they did.
and
So
since we didn't do a preview episode last week, little hint for how this week went. I was happy about this Falcons win. Big win for me this week.
what do you mean?
I don't know what I mean. We'll just
yeah,
have to
we
see.
all expected that, but one of us expected it more than the others.
We'll have to wait and see. That's true.
Packers Bucks.
Packers,
This was the
Bucks.
snooze fest of the week.
Man, if
bad.
only Devontae Adams was still in the Packers and Mike Evans wasn't suspended and Chris Godwin wasn't hurt.
This was
This game
bad
could have been
because
fun
this
to
game
watch.
too rolled right into the Sunday night game, which was equally as boring. But
Yeah.
I guess at the end of the day, Packers got to win.
Yeah, I guess.
This,
I don't even care.
this was boring football. I
These
mean,
teams
I'm
annoy
just as
me
good to say
now.
GG, go next.
These are two. I mean,
yeah,
I feel like all the NFC teams right now that are like quote unquote contenders or good teams, especially
They're
all
hurt.
these
They got too much to figure out.
they're hurt, they're vets, and they have too much to figure out, and they're just willing to win now, win boring games and coast, and then by the time we get to playoffs, it'll be interesting. But right now the NFC is boring, and the Eagles are the only fun team that's like good to watch in the NFC for me.
I'm like actively annoyed with both these teams because of how unfun their games are to watch at the moment.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while before Romeo Dubs shows up, takes over.
He had a good game, but
I'm waiting.
But like, I'm just
He
getting
did.
annoyed, like,
We're getting there.
The Bucks game was boring last week. It was boring this week. Like,
Oh, absolutely. This is a team that's relying exclusively on their defense, and the defense is good, which is making it boring to watch.
Yeah.
well, like I don't.
I
I don't know.
I need to
I
wait
don't
for
know
this
how much
Bucks
of this was
offense.
defense. I'm gonna be honest. Like they're good defenses, but watching this game, I wasn't like, man. Like I usually appreciate good defensive games. To me, this was a lot more. Wow,
No,
these are some
but
bad wide receivers on both.
the problem
teams.
with good defense is that it's hit or miss. It's not always a good product.
Yeah, but like this was a lot of just bad wide receiver play on both sides.
I mean, to be fair to the Bucks, at least to be fair to the Bucks, they had nobody today or yesterday.
Russell Gage is not a nobody.
They had no. Again, they
Russell
had nobody.
Gage, Rashad Perryman, Cole Beasley, Scotty
Yeah,
Miller.
I mean, you're talking about the Cole Beasley.
Anti-vaxxer.
Hey, that's
Hey, pandemic's over. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yep, it's okay.
Bygones.
Rodgers would have loved him.
But yeah, Bucks. I'm waiting for the Bucks offense. The Bucks offense will get better. The Packers, though, I'm worried that these receivers aren't gonna turn the corner.
If Lazard just stays healthy, there'll be at least a healthy connection there.
Yeah, the Packers should trade
But
for, like,
Dubs
a
is the
big-time
interesting
receiver. Maybe like Devontae Adams or something.
Mm.
Imagine him on the Packers offense. Oof.
The Packers would never do that. Not because
Oh,
they got rid of Devontae Adams, it's because the Packers will never make moves.
They
do
don't
everything
invest, they don't
they
invest
can.
first-round picks in
They
receivers.
do everything they can to piss Aaron off at every moment they can.
Trade Aaron Rodgers for Devontae Adams.
For
What
a
do you
team with literally no owner, I'm surprised that they're so spiteful against Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Just the greatest quarterback that you've ever had for your whole team.
What if you trade Aaron Rodgers for Devontae Adams and Derek Carr?
Wouldn't that be wild? That came across my phone one day. I probably my jaw would be drug on the floor the whole day. That'd be so wild. But okay. Yep, we said what we need to say for this game. Let's go to the aforementioned Sunday night
The most
snooze
exciting
fest.
game of the
Oh,
week.
man.
Bro, prime time this year? I mean, we'll talk about this
The
Monday night game
third
too.
safety of the week.
This
Won them
prime
this
night
game.
game is the primetime games this year are so bad. It's 1 and whatever on the under. Did the game? Yeah, the game yesterday hit the under. No.
No, we hit the over by
now
exactly half a point.
oh my goodness. So we're
Because
two.
the line was set at 38.5.
So we've hit 2 overs in prime time so far, with one being on a last play Hail Mary, pitching it back and forth, and the ball just ended up in the end zone. The defensive guy fell on it, and then we
Oh,
covered
they
it
were
by
both
half
this
a
week.
point. Then we covered by half a point. Prime time games have been bad. I don't even really care about this game. Garoppolo pulled a fucking Orlovsky. That was kind of funny, but
He did pull a Dan
I
Orlovsky,
didn't know what that
who
was till I
immediately
Dan
saw it.
tweeted about his
Orlovsky was
freedom.
happy.
Orlovsky's was so much worse, but it's fine.
It was Jimmy's was actually kind of fortunate because he threw a pick six immediately.
He did.
That didn't count.
He's like, no, look, ref, I stepped down. Call the safety, bitch.
Kyle Shanahan needs to scheme something up for this team because we're really starting to see why they wanted to move on from Jimmy. He's just a limited quarterback.
Yeah, but also not really any better when the other guy was going.
No, they picked the wrong replacement.
Yeah.
There's more hope with Lance, though, I feel like. But
There's hope that he could become good.
the
He's just
Broncos
not
are-
there yet.
The Broncos are 2-1, and then they get to play the shit Raiders. Easily are going to be like 3-1.
This is a team
somehow.
that should be 3-0. They fumbled twice on the goal line. It's the only reason why they lost any games, and yet I feel like they've looked like shit, and their coach is terrible.
Oh, that's so bad. And then Russell, you guys see, it came out today, so I don't know if you saw it, but the Subway Russell commercial, it is
No.
It is fucking gold. It was described by a tweet I saw that said he is talking to me like he's a murderer that has me like a serial murderer that has me tied down to a chair, and he's explaining to me his plan to get away with what he's done. And it is so accurate. It is so funny. After this, you guys need to watch it. It is gold.
Yeah, you got to be all excited to watch this now.
It's
when
just
that video finishes.
another segment into how Russell I almost said Russell Westbrook. Russell Wilson is just an odd human being.
He's a
and
Wait,
weirdo.
is this the video he put on TikTok?
I don't know. It was
No,
I
no,
saw
no,
it on
no, no,
Twitter.
no.
I think it's like a
Different
legit
thing.
Subway commercial.
It's a Subway ad he did. I saw it. I just didn't watch it, but like I saw it surfacing around.
It's
And
gold.
it's yeah.
I hope he's aware. I hope he's
Gold.
like self-aware too. Like one
Yeah,
day
you
we
think
find out
he's
that he's
just memeing
self-aware.
all of us?
He's like doing what Jimmy Butler apparently is doing with his hair.
Yeah, yeah. In the summer,
But it's
where he's
just like
doing all the
on the fucking 7,000 layer brain volume. He's just the smartest human being
Yeah.
to ever walk the earth. He's like, I just
Russell's
like
like
fucking with
everyone
people.
wants to market me when they think I'm a creep.
I don't think he's a creep. He's just like weird. That's all I would. I
Yeah.
don't think he's like. I don't think he. I would not describe him as a creep. I just think he's very odd.
Yeah, he's a weirdo. He scares me.
He definitely scares me, and he's a weirdo. But I don't. I wouldn't classify him as a creep.
Like bodies in his basement. Who knows?
What the fuck?
All right.
This ad was crazy.
The
It's so good.
game of the week. Just kidding. No one cares about either of these teams until they name Cooper Rush full-time starting QB.
I don't understand why you're trying to push this narrative. Cooper
Because
Rush is
you
such
guys
an
have
obviously
won with Cooper
he's
Rush.
such an obviously limited quarterback.
Cooper Rush has never lost a game he started in the 2022 season.
Two
Or
and
the
oh.
2021 season. His entire career.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, he's 3-0 as a starter.
Okay, well, yeah, so what are we doing here? This isn't account. Dak has lost a lot of games. Cooper Rush, 0. If you keep this trend, you win a Super Bowl. Your pick, Dallas.
That's just not how it works.
I mean,
It's
that's
so
what everyone's-
obvious that that's not how it
what-
works.
That's what everyone said with Brady and Drew Bledsoe, too, huh?
Except Brady didn't win every single game.
He won a lot.
And
People
Brady
were-
was also a capable player the entire time he was out there.
So was
Cooper Rush, if he was 25 or younger even, and he was coming in there and he was playing like he is, maybe you could fool yourself into thinking that he could develop into something. He's 4 months younger than Dak.
Yeah, okay, cool. He's
Dak
4
is
months
so
younger
much
than
more
Dak.
developed as a quarterback. He's so much more capable.
He's 4 months younger than Dak and 6 years better than Dak.
But don't you want to win? Who cares how good he can be statistically? If
It's
Rush
not even
is
statistics.
winning,
No. I'm not talking about statistics. I'm talking about just actually him out there on the field playing.
but he's
And-
winning. But
but
they're
they're better.
winning.
Because we've okay.
If you're gonna say
we
because you
went
game
45
plan,
minutes. We went 45 minutes in the middle of that Bengals game without scoring. If our defense wasn't so good, we would have lost.
Hey,
We would have lost so badly.
but I
here's the
see that you guys are
reality.
2-1 because of that
Here's
game.
the reality. The Bengals defense or the Bengals offense couldn't do anything because Cooper Rush motivated that defense.
Yeah, he knew they knew they had to step up.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, all my argument is
I
if
can't believe
Dak
that you guys
comes
are
back-
actually making this argument.
if Dak comes back and Dak's back for 5 weeks and you guys win 1 or 2 games in that span, then how? And Cooper Rush goes undefeated till Dak comes back. What are we even talking about? Like, I don't understand how you can still say that.
Cooper Rush should never play over a healthy Dak. It's just not even a question. And I don't understand why
But
you
what
could
if
even
Dak is
possibly
playing?
think it is.
What if Dak's playing bad? You just continuously play a guy that's playing
Yes,
bad.
yes, because he is a better quarterback.
But he's not
It
giving you the
won't
best
happen.
chance to win.
This narrative, this scenario you're talking about is impossible.
It's not.
It is. It is 100% impossible.
I mean, it's literally not.
It is. It is absolutely impossible.
Definitely not.
We'll have to wait and see. I just don't want to see Cooper Rush's talents get thrown to the curb.
Oh my god.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
No, it's not.
It's like when I saw Danucci got thrown. It's just like, dude, Cowboys are just.
All right, don't bring up Danucci. Don't bring it up. He's the worst. He's the worst quarterback to ever receive a paycheck for the NFL.
It's so sad.
Yeah, that's not true.
I think it is.
Dak gets.
No.
What was it? Kendall Hilton or whatever? The guy for the receiver for the Broncos. He was better.
Dang.
Not Danucci though. Come on. God. All right, we'll see. We'll wait and see.
Do we want to talk about the actual game? As opposed to just that? Like, is anybody have any comments? Be happy about Saquon or anything?
What's
No,
that
I
talking
just
about?
want-
This game was
I
boring
just
as
want
fuck.
my guy.
It took.
No. The first
halfway
half
to
was
the third.
awful. The first half was awful. The second half was okay.
The fourth quarter was okay.
Well, no, the fourth quarter is where things really started to slow down.
I don't want to talk about this game. I'm mad about it.
I mean, I don't know. What's there to talk about? Saquon's for
Not
sure
Daniel
back.
Jones not getting 200 yards.
Saquon's for sure back. And no, Daniel Jones didn't have 200 yards, and I tried to warn Jake, and he didn't listen to me. Daniel Jones did play pretty fucking good, actually.
Yeah, I did. I thought so too.
It's funny because I feel like what it looked like he played, or how it looked like he played, was pretty good, but they didn't actually do very good on third downs. He only completed like 55% of his passes.
Yeah, but dude, he would like. I
He has
was talking
no
about this today.
weapon.
He does. His offensive line's awful.
He should have been sacked like 8 more times than he was this game.
He would have been sacked 6 times, except one of them he escaped through an intentional grounding. And then he had
Copium.
this weird ability to just perfectly get the ball out of there, just in time.
That was honestly
He has
just
this
ran
weird
through,
ability
too.
to be an okay quarterback.
No. He wasn't okay quarterback. He was bad, but
I don't
He
think,
did a
I mean,
really
his
good job of
offensive
getting the ball
line
out of
is
there
so
most of the
bad.
time.
He has
The dude
he has
ran for 80 yards
nobody
straight.
to throw to. He
I think
legit
the thing
has
that's crazy, to me is how much they've invested in this offensive line. There are 3 first-round draft picks on that offensive line, and it doesn't matter.
And look what they've invested in the receivers. They're so bad.
So much money, so many like there's a first-round draft pick wide receiver on this team. They don't even fucking play him.
Yeah, I know. Wild.
They've invested so much, and they've invested it poorly, which is what's so crazy.
Was he a healthy scratch, or is he still?
No. They said he was banged up.
And then, I mean, if Tony doesn't play now, he'll never play.
That's what I'm saying. He's injury prone. He got injured in practice. Because it's not like he's been in games when he's been healthy.
But if
He played a good bit the last week.
if Tony doesn't play with Shepard,
Yeah, snaps,
just
but he didn't touch the ball that
if
much,
with
right?
Shepard just sadly tearing his ACL
yeah,
in
the
the most
whole
goofy
time.
play, that was so
Well,
sad.
he got called back on like 2 of his plays last week.
That's true. He had one big play. I do want to mention one player who stood out on the defense for the Giants, and it was Adoree Jackson. Man is very good right now.
I thought McKinney was good too. The safety.
Yeah.
But
I noticed for sure that Adoree Jackson was great.
I think the interception at the end of the game should have been PI.
Oh, that's the other thing. That reminds me. The refs in this game were fucking awful. They called so many penalties and they missed so many penalties. Like, they're so annoying. Look, they called 16 fucking penalties and they missed flags.
They weren't all on the Cowboys?
No,
No, they were.
60 minutes. We didn't have 60 minutes. Wow.
You
No, no,
cannot
no,
act
no,
like the
no, no,
refs
no,
hate
no,
the
no.
Cowboys. The refs.
I'm not saying no, no, no,
suck
no, no, no,
y'all
no, no.
off.
I'm not saying refs hate the Cowboys. I'm saying the Cowboys are a very undisciplined team that gets penalized a lot.
And then the
You
Giants are
throw
getting
16 out there
thrown
and it's
in
like
that.
that's just what we average normally.
The Giants are getting thrown in there with that just because the refs were so bad.
Dude, I always, the thing with refs that is relatively known throughout the league is like they throw it so much more on quote unquote bad teams. Like the same call does not get called for the Bucks that it does the Jags or whatever, or whoever you want to say is like a quote unquote bad
Well,
team.
It's
they're not
the
bad.
it's the NBA star problem. The stars get all the fouls.
Yeah, but it's like just with teams in general. Like
Well, I know.
you can have
That's
a
just how it
jump
translates.
ball, you can have a jump ball DB and receiver in the NFL, and it's going to get called on the Texans, but it ain't going to get called on the whoever the Raiders or whoever you want to pick. Like
Man,
Raiders is a bad
what a
example.
pick. The
I
most
mean, they're
penalized team in
bad.
NFL history.
Yeah, yeah, but that's for a different reason.
But it's
Uh,
just, it was so
CD had a nice
frustrating.
catch at one point.
It was so frustrating as a no one that as someone that didn't care about this game to just see flags thrown so much and so many bad ones.
It's really frustrating for someone who just cared about Daniel Jones getting 200 yards.
No, I'm pretty happy that didn't happen, to be honest.
And yeah, I know you are.
All right, well, let's reveal how we did this
A
week.
really sad way for Drew to prove a point.
I don't feel sad because I've just tried to beat him over the head with this point and he doesn't listen. So I mean, he's a child that keeps burning his hand on the stove and he does it every day.
So
And
we
it
never.
feels good.
And at this point, Jonah, I'm gonna start turning it up.
We never talked about it. Do we want to talk about the Steelers Browns game?
I thought do we need to?
I mean,
What's
it's the only game we haven't talked about, so I just figure.
What's there to talk about?
Also, Amari Cooper just being Amari Cooper.
Yeah, with the exception of Amari Cooper not knowing where the out of bounds is,
That's pretty funny.
a very good game for him.
The poor Steelers defense plays like 90% of every game. Mitch Trubisky is the worst quarterback in the league, no question. What else is there to say?
No, I think man.
The Browns
I
are
do
doing
think
a
it's
good
true.
job
Justin
of
Fields
coasting.
is right there, though.
I'd rather have Justin Fields. I'd rather have the hope and the ability to like do cool stuff with the running game with him than Mitch Trubisky who's gonna throw it like 5 yards and miss wide open receivers and be terrible and.
Yeah, that Kenny Pickens catch was amazing, but it's so sad seeing how wide open Claypool was.
I'm
Kenny
actually so
Pickens.
agitated at that catch just because it's like. I hate that. Honestly, that catch makes me sad because I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot Pickens is actually so good and we just don't use him. And Matt
Kenny
Canada is a
Pickens, the
legitimate.
Kenny Pickens catch was wild.
I'd rather have the fucking Bills OC freaking out because we lose than have Matt Canada for one more moment. I'd rather have an OC that's like that, him freaking out in that moment. I'd rather have someone that's like that in every single moment of life than have Matt Canada one more day. Bring Todd Haley back. Last time we had a good offense. What else is it? You want me to say anything else that makes me sad about the Steelers, Jonah?
You also need AB and Le'Veon and Big Ben and
I wish defensive backs had stood a chance to win Defensive Player of the Year. Because then Minka Fitzpatrick would actually be in the running.
They really took fucking Minka out of this game. Browns' game plan. The Steelers were outplayed and outcoached too. Like the offensive game plan for the Browns just destroyed the Steelers. And then by the time the Steelers finally made some corrections, they couldn't stop the run game because they played 85% of the snaps. So there was no hope at any moment in this game for the Steelers. And somehow we were up 14-13 at half. I hate the Steelers. That's why they're not my team anymore. Dolphins and Jags. I almost forgot the other team.
There's a lot of foundation that if Kenny just gets to play at some point, I think your team will be very fun to watch and could actually be good.
Kenny
It'll
can't
probably
play.
just happen too
But
late.
the problem
for you
is
to maybe
now we
push
can't.
you
We
to.
need to play Kenny that game. Kenny can't play.
Kenny can play against the Jets.
Kenny.
They'll have some rough
You
stretches
can't
there,
put
but I
Kenny.
think
You can't put Kenny in and then take him out.
I don't
Unless
think you have
it's-
to just take him out. The Bills' secondary is not good.
Well, they're all hurt. You can't just play
That's
the.
what I mean. Like, but they're all hurt that they're gonna still miss time.
You're gonna make them play against the Bills, the Bucks, the Dolphins, the Eagles, the Saints, the Bengals. I say
Yeah,
get to the.
I'm not concerned about half those teams.
I say lose to all those teams and just put them in the bye and let them play the rest of the year out.
I would just rather see him play more games than that, but just disagree.
Well, Mike Tomlin's the one that's just like, well, we're not gonna play him. Oh, I'm not gonna be worried about it. Maybe you should be fucking worried about Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin's it feels like Pop. He never wants to actually lose. He always wants to be competing to win, make the playoffs.
It doesn't make sense.
Trubisky is not the right quarterback, and
If
that's
you
what you
put
want.
Pickett in, you'll compete. Like you'll be
Yeah.
better. At least hopium wise, you'll be better. And if he's not better, then you'll be bad, and then you'll know to just draft another quarterback. Fuck it. I hate the Steelers. Let's go Dolphins. All right, you guys. Is everyone ready for the reveal of how well we did last week? Here it is.
Ignore my record.
No. Let's go. We'll go through these and then we'll get to the bottom here. Houston Texans. We all just took fat L. Jake lost his two-pointer, which
That-
really hurts.
Man, that Davis Mills interception at the end of the game was so sad.
I didn't watch the game, but it's so sad.
Roquan Smith just comes out of nowhere and just picks it off, and it was a bad decision by Mills.
Oof. Raiders Titans. Credit on you, Jake, for picking the Titans. What made you want to do that? The line being tiny?
I kind of just thought the Titans would win.
Fair.
What Jake said when after he picked him is he told me, "I just don't think the Titans are an 0-3 team," and I rebutted with, "Then that means you think the Raiders are an 0-3 team," and he's like, "Oh man, it does." These are just two teams where it's like he had similar expectations for them at this point in the seasons, and he just
And Jake
thought
was
one
a
of them had to
Raiders,
be better.
a Raiders rider, and he just threw him to the curb.
I mean, after seeing them lose to the Cardinals, I can't blame him.
Then the Chiefs. We all went with the Chiefs.
We don't have to talk about the Chiefs.
It's fine. It's fine.
It just happened.
Then the money pick by your boy, baby. I rode with my boys. The Dolphins, baby. Got the dub. Got me a two-pointer. You all dumb motherfuckers took a loss.
Yeah, I guess you can call me dumb for assuming the best team in the league was going to win by 5 points.
Yep.
I mean, if I'm going to get called dumb for that, then yeah, I'll take that every week.
All right. Me and Jonah took the L with the Lions. Jake went with the under. Wasn't that under pretty close, though? 20-24?
I think they scored like 48 points or something.
Man, that's a fat over.
Wait, what did you say it was? The final score was 28-24?
I think so.
Oh my god, the under hit by half a point?
Was it ever in doubt, Jake?
Oh my god.
No, never. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't scary.
Man, think of the
When they
Lions.
scored the touchdown, I was excited because we were watching the game, and I was like, "Wait, they're up 4. I'm safe." I was like, "Literally, the Lions have to go score a touchdown to win the game."
But
I was
how
doing
would
the math in my head. I was like, "It's right at 52." I was like, "They won't kick a field goal. They have to go score a touchdown."
But if they would have scored, you would have got none, and me and Jonah would both got 2.
Yeah, but I was pretty confident at that point they weren't going to score. It was only like 30 seconds left.
Oh, okay.
I think the reason why he felt so confident is because you could just feel how deflated the Lions were.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean there was
The
not
Lions
much
weren't
time
going to make
left.
that comeback.
That would have been devastating for you, though, Jake.
Oh yeah.
That would have been
for
brutal.
sure.
Let's keep going. Baltimore covers. Kind of closer than you would have thought it would have been, but they still covered. Bengals Jets. You guys were ballsy, had the hope, believed in the Bengals. I still don't, but I still picked them to win. You guys picked up that extra half on me. Same with the Eagles, and me and Jonah both with the Eagles didn't feel. Oh no, you picked the over. Jonah, what the fuck?
I had this weird feeling that the commies would make it a game, and just like a sneaking suspicion Carson would get his revenge, and
Jokes on
I don't know
you.
why. I really don't know why.
I had this. I was with you though, Jonah. That I did have a sneaky suspicion the Commanders would keep it close, but that's why I didn't. But I still thought the Eagles would win. I was scared to say they would cover, but they did.
Yeah, those are probably 2 of my most confident picks.
Saints Bengals.
It should have been. It should have been.
Yeah. Saints. No, never again. Saints Panthers.
Saints are dead to me.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Despite the fact that I have 3 of those guys on one of my fantasy
All right,
teams, they're
Jake.
dead
Let's
to me.
hear your copium of why you didn't pick some Jags.
It's just so sad. It's so sad. I didn't get home till like 12:30 Saturday night, and I made my picks then because I was behind and hadn't made my picks yet. Um, and
We don't
all I
want. I
made
don't
my
want you to
picks.
ride with my Jags. Okay.
I apparently picked the Chargers on this doc, fully thinking I picked the Jags. Jonah can attest. I was watching the games with him. I was cheering for the Jags for about the first quarter.
Yeah, the first like half a quarter goes by, and I'm just like, man, he's really cheered for the Jags. I wonder why he's doing that.
Yeah, and then he's like, and then we're talking about it, and I'm like, wait, who did I pick in this again? Because I just kind of came to myself of being like, wait a second, which one did I pick? And he was like, you picked the Chargers minus. I was like, why?
God, I'm so hyped about that. I should get an extra
was-
point just for how big of a dicking they put down on them
It
too.
was
But
so
fight
sad,
that.
and no, you should not.
you're like, you shouldn't. But like, if I would have picked the Jags, I might fight with you.
Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, I mean, we should get that extra point. You know what I'm saying? But
All right, Rams cover the
I
Cardinals.
think I should get half a point for the attempt.
I would feel more bad for you with the Jags, but why did you think the Cardinals were gonna win?
No, I told Jonah this one. I just wanted to be different on this one.
Oh, I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake saw that there wasn't enough opposition.
Yeah, I was getting annoyed with how much we were in agreement, and I was like, I'm just picking one different again.
It's funny how much we agreed and how much we were all wrong.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
crazy
think
how
it-
much we agreed, and yet how much of a lead one of us took.
3. Let's see. Saints. That's one that we all agreed on.
I'm pretty sure the ones we all agreed on, we all lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
That's funny.
Oh, no, Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, okay,
Because Jonah
okay.
put Baltimore and we put Ravens.
No, I put Baltimore. You're the one that put
Oh,
Ravens.
well, why'd y'all put Baltimore? What?
I have no idea.
I'll give you. I don't know.
I will
Every other one is
firmly.
both
Me and
mascot.
Jonah made our picks at the same time essentially, but Jonah made them a little bit before me, and I will 100% fight to the death that I just conform to what Jonah wrote.
Yeah, I don't know why you're fighting to the death over that because you're right.
Like every single other one is mascot, and then Baltimore.
And this was a big one for me. We all picked the same. We were all right on the Falcons, but I doubled down. The Falcons.
Yeah, can
That
I
game was
suggest
kind of
something?
close though.
Can I suggest something here and it's why I didn't double down on the Falcons, and I think it works good for
You
the
can't
system.
double down the same thing.
I think that's a good rule. So that way, when you make your pick, if you say, "Hey, I double down this one," so like let's say you had the first pick up, now it makes it sometimes good to have the first pick on a game when we do our little random rotation.
That works for me. But this was a big one. That's a big.
That's
The
the only
four
reason I
corner.
didn't.
1-1 on my doubles, baby. Jake would not.
All right. So what happens? What happens if we get to the last game of the week and 2 people haven't done their times 2 yet?
Well, you know which one you're going to know which one has the pick before, so someone's going to have to change it up real quick.
Yeah, to be
on
honest,
the game
someone's
before.
a
Well,
dumbass.
can you assign it to like one of the previous games? Or do you just have to realize that on the
On
Sunday
your
night
second
game and
to-
just
on
be
the second
confident
to
in the Sunday
last.
night game?
I mean, I kind of like that you have to be confident on the Sunday night game in that, but
Yeah.
I could be talked into either way.
I mean, you can pretty much look at where you're gonna pick because you just. I mean, if
Yeah,
we
it's
do
just
it,
a little late
if I
order.
just randomly pick it random every time, that'd be funny. But then I would know. I don't know. We'll
And
figure
then,
it out.
and then when you're like, man, I really want the double on this. Oh, I'll go first this time.
I don't think we would. Honestly, I don't think we would run into that problem too much. But maybe we would.
I expect we'll run into it once, but never more than that.
We'll figure it out
See
when we
it.
get there.
I
Cross
can
that
see
bridge when we
14,
get there.
15 times.
All right, Packers Bucks. This is a big one for me. This snatch a 2-pointer away.
Yeah, this
I
was
kinda
definitely. I allowed the fan in me to go on this one.
Oof. Yeah, that was reason I picked the Packers was I just played the game. All these really tight
And
minus
yeah,
one
those tight
spreads.
ones. Take the dog.
Yeah, all these minus one ones I just, if
Yeah.
Vegas is telling me it's a pick 'em, I'm gonna go with. And honestly, I felt like the Packers had more momentum.
You know what? You didn't do that though with the Raiders.
It was -1.5.
Yeah, that huge gap.
The half a point's a lot, Jake. The half a point is
Especially,
telling me that
especially when you took the Jags at plus 3.5 money line.
that half a point's telling me a lot, Jake. You just don't, Jake. Stop. You don't understand. All right. Well, and
Or
then
the 49ers.
we all lose with the Niners.
That
Yeah.
one also.
That one. I will say, Jake, you weren't here, I don't think, or you were doing something. Jonah did give me the green light to flip to the Broncos on money line before, like, as the game was starting.
Yeah, we
I
we
would
were
have felt
talking about
that.
it. We were talking about it, and I noticed how behind I was, and I was pointing out how behind I was, and Drew was like, "Would you let me switch to Denver money line?" And I was like, "Absolutely.
Yeah,
I want the chance to gain the ground."
I would have fought that one because I would have picked Denver. If there was a split here, I probably would have picked Denver. I felt good about my other picks, and I didn't feel good about this game. So I knew that. So like I was like, oh, I'm just gonna keep this a tie. Obviously, I shouldn't have felt good about my games, but I did in the moment.
But that would have been so fucking funny. That I would have just loved the like Jake comes back. Jake's like the parent that just took a shower or something, coming back to the two kids playing in like the living room, and he comes back and I've done something bad, and I'm like, well, Jonah told me, Big Brother Jonah told me I could do it, and then you just turn to Jonah, and Jonah's like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I thought Denver would lose.
I thought it would help us. I thought it would help, Dad.
I would just love to see that, just Jonah just whimpering under the eyesight of a parent, but I didn't do it. And then Monday night, me and Jonah went with Dallas. Jonah hit his double. He's 1-1 too.
Yeah,
1-1.
doubles everywhere.
The 1-1 brothers.
My double was hot. I mean,
It was hot. See, look, here's another one. -1. Not -1.5. -1. Went with Dallas. Take my 2-pointer. I my
I
my firmly belief here was the Giants were not a 3-0 team, and that was basically what I based it off of. And then
I
Cooper Rush is
appreciate
the best.
that being your reasoning. Not that you thought the Cowboys were the better team, just that you thought the Giants should not have 3-0 as their record.
They shouldn't.
it's valid.
And then Cooper Rush, of course. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
that
Cooper
goes
Rush
without
being the
saying.
best QB in the NFL, or at least in Cowboys history.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And
They
then this
Tony
is how the
Romo.
points laid out. I think actually we have to change
I,
these, or did someone do it?
Jake,
Well,
why did you
me and
say
Juan was
why did you
doing.
say best in Cowboys history and then said forget Tony Romo? As if Tony Romo isn't like the fourth best quarterback in Cowboys
He's one of
history.
NFL's best ever.
Someone updated these points, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is the update because this isn't counting week one.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. It's the one time I was successful in life.
There's nothing more Jake than Jake sitting there, like at the end of the 4 o'clock games, being like, "Why aren't we including week one?" like,
What do
like
you
he hadn't
mean?
already agreed.
I don't recall. I got a concussion during the week.
And then Jake trying to spin the narrative, like, "Well, I kind of said I agreed with it." Oh, Jake? You didn't do your fucking record. How do I know how well you did?
Well, I thought y'all did that.
We did it for ourselves.
Well, why not just do it for me then? What's the I wasn't here.
You could have done it. I'm so
Well, I
disappointed.
think just put 14-0 or something.
uh,
I'm also really confused because Drew's total is 14 games and Jonas is 15 games.
Ooh,
I
Drew's missing one.
I'm missing the Cowboys game.
And also,
Why does it do it like this? It's so frustrating.
Because it auto formats it as a date.
Yeah, fuck it. I can't. It's so hard for me to fix it with Ant's shitty keyboard.
alright, so
Fix it for
money
me, someone,
line.
please.
So what
Okay.
should it be? It should be 6 and what?
It should be Was it 6? I thought it was 7.
Okay, 1, 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jake's doing his
7 and what?
2. Big money line. Let's fucking go, dude. Dude, this game is so much better in fantasy. I can't even explain it until next week when I do awful. I need
Is that
another
right?
big week.
I think that's right.
Feels right.
Yeah, I mean, Jonah told me that I went 6-9 yesterday, or whenever I talked to y'all last.
Yep.
So he knew what I win already.
Well, I knew what your overall was. I didn't know what each one of them was. Because I mean, we color coded. It's not that hard to figure out what your overall record is.
Okay. Well, big week.
I
Let's jump into
so
Thursday and then we'll do our tiers.
Just
All I'm
to
saying is I am Mr. Consistent, scoring 9.5 every week.
What about week
just to
one?
point out how good that ×2 is. I had the worst record on the week.
It's big. The times 2 is massive.
Andrew cheated.
Yeah, I cheated. It's crazy that last week's best, previous week was 13. Well, I guess 13 to 17 was not crazy. Did you hit your No, you missed your
No, he
two-pointer.
didn't.
So Jonah
So
would
that's
have hit his
what we all did.
two-pointer. Yeah, the two-pointer?
If
We all
Jonah hit
missed
his
the point.
2-pointer, he would have scored 17.
They're big.
Well, actually, no, Jonah's 2-pointer was only for 1.5.
No, my 2-pointer was an underdog money line.
Oh,
Was
yeah, he
it?
fucked my team this
Yeah.
time. Mine
Oh,
was
yeah,
for
that's right.
Mine was for
That's
another money.
right. Get mad at him again, Drew. Do it. Do it. Jonah's a
I'm
dick.
always mad at Jonah. All right, we'll jump. Let's talk. Stop, Jake.
Wait, you gotta read it. You gotta read it.
Those scores are a lie. Drew won't count me because he's an absolute dictator. He's a dictator who
I
was
mean,
there
who
for
cares?
back talking. Oh,
I did it on the fly.
all right, erase it. Because again, it's difficult with Ian's shitty
Oh,
keyboard.
oh, my mouse just died. Oh no, oh no.
Oh, you got Ian's mouse? All right, who's
You
going
go.
first?
I'll go first.
Go,
Because he
Joe.
wants the double.
Oh yeah, because I want the double on this because I'm super confident in this game. I'm gonna take the Dolphins money line.
Ooh, you're jumping on the Miami board, baby?
Oh, Jake turned all the text red.
Incorrect.
What did I just do?
Am I next?
I mean, if we're following the normal way, yes.
Oh, need to wait. That's what I did.
But we can do it either order. I mean, I don't care. I'm good.
You go, Jake. I'm scared.
I really hope Tua
Wait,
plays.
no.
Otherwise,
Now that you said you
gonna
want me
change
to
things.
go, I won't.
Yeah, what happens? What do we do if Tua? What if Tua doesn't play? Do we give him? Do we give Jonah a flip?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Jonah.
All right, that is a precedent. It has been set. That is
You're
true
making-
going forward.
You're making your bets based off of the information we have at hand.
This is like Jake. I can't wait for like 4 weeks when Jake's like, "What do you mean?
You're
I
saying,
picked the
you're saying
Chargers."
4 weeks. Something's gonna happen like this week.
We have it on a podcast now. All right, who are you going with, Jake?
Isn't it you?
No, you said you didn't care. Stop playing.
Yeah,
this
but then I
bullshit.
said after I said that and you told me to go, then I started caring because you care.
Go, Jake.
Oh my gosh. Anyone can I buy a point?
No.
All right, good, because I don't need to. Oh, why is it at the back?
Bengals minus 6.5.
Yeah, I'll buy points that way. Will this be worth 3 if I get it right?
No.
Just change it back to 3.5 because I'm not gonna be dumb for no reason.
This is what I was hoping Jake wouldn't. I was hoping a wash for this Thursday night game.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is I said I can't let it be a wash. That's boring.
Mm, you've made it.
You riding with your Dolphins?
I'm just worried that Tua doesn't play since you're so fucking convinced.
I'm not convinced. I bet on a money line.
Tua's playing. Money line me, baby. Give me my 2-pointer. Riding with my boys. 4-0. Best team in the league. Bengals are actually kind of not good. Bengals are dead after this week. Bold prediction.
I mean, certainly if they start 1-3, things don't look good for them.
Bold prediction. Bold prediction. All right, we're back. We did it. We got the
We're
tiers.
back to the Copium
We were,
take.
there you go.
Now, upon revisiting this after missing it for a week, we see how much has to change.
This is gonna be a minute. We were doing good on time too, but hopefully we won't be too bad. All right, we moving the Bucks? I'm not.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think so yet. I mean, obviously there's concern now, but no, not yet.
The Bengals? I vote we move the Bengals down the playoff team.
I am still keeping them here for now. I want 1 or 2 more weeks, I think,
Come on,
before I
John,
would
help a
move
boy out.
Really? That's an
Yeah.
interesting one.
You still want multiple weeks?
Well, I said 1 or 2.
Multiple.
I think this Thursday is the perfect tell, personally.
Man.
If Tua plays. If Tua doesn't play, then I probably want another week.
Tua doesn't play, I'm gonna cry.
Just because my whole thing is they didn't start super hot last year.
I understand, but there's nothing about this team right now that makes me feel like they're contenders.
That's what I fucking like to hear.
I think we gotta move them down to playoff team.
Let's fucking go. Fuck the Bengals.
That's wild. Wild, I say. No,
Is it?
No, it's not wild. I'm just
they beat the Jets in there.
Chiefs and Bills. Chiefs and Bills and staying, right?
They're staying.
Oh, what?
Well, they're staying.
Chiefs just lost to the Colts.
Yeah, that's unlucky. They're a playoff team, Jake. Look.
Yeah.
The Colts are gonna win their division. It's okay. It's okay to lose to them.
Copium. All right. So now we're down to the Chargers.
Chargers. I like where they're so fine where they're.
The Chargers are outside looking in.
Goodness.
Those injuries matter a lot.
The
team's playing very bad. The coaching seems to be bad right now. I would drop them to playoff hopeful, actually.
I would leave them in playoff teams, but low in playoff team probably.
Well, that doesn't really matter for these, but.
Well, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Though, it's like they're so left.
I agree with you, Jake.
I think there's a legitimate chance at this point that the Chargers don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a legitimate chance, but I still
I think the Bengals and Ravens could come out of that division. Then the Dolphins are going to steal a wild card spot, and at this point the Broncos just have a better record. They're finding ways to win despite looking worse.
Okay. All right,
I like the Chargers to stay. I like the Chargers to stay. Colts.
Outside looking in.
I agree.
Colts are fine. The Colts are exactly where they need to be.
Well, you got outruled 2-1.
No. So wait. Do they actually move all the way down to outside looking in?
Yeah, because we both said outside looking in.
Yeah, but that's enough to move them out of playoff team.
Well, so far how we've done it is every time 2 people agreed on something, they automatically went to that category. The only time
is that actually how we've been doing it? Is that actually how we've been doing it?
Yes, 100%. Because the only time we did it where we split the category is when like I had rapper, Drew had outside looking in, you had playoff hopeful for a team.
That's fair. That is how we've done it.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
All right,
I was hoping that's true.
Rams
are where they should be.
I'd move them up to contenders, but that's probably
man. If you're willing to move them up to contenders, it's only because the top of the NFC is kind of muddy right now.
That's fair. That's probably why I would do it.
Team.
Yeah, I'm leaving them a playoff team for right now.
Actually,
there's another team in this little bracket that I would move to contenders before I would move them.
Yeah, we'll get to that in 2 picks.
Ravens, they're fine where they're at.
Ravens are exactly where they need to be.
What did you say, Jake?
I was talking about 4 picks.
The Ravens are fine.
Okay. Eagles, I move them up to contenders.
I think for now they need to move up. I'm not. I still kind of think they're not a contender, but I think it's perfectly justifiable to put them up here for how they look right now.
Niners, I think we can put them. I think we can move them down.
I think they're fine where they're at. I think they'll get better. Because Jimmy Garoppolo just hasn't had enough time to gel with these guys that he hasn't practiced with in like 6 months.
He didn't have a playbook. Maybe. If you leave him here, it's fine. But one more loss to the Rams.
They played the Rams this week.
No, see, losing to the Rams doesn't tell me anything about the 49ers.
What if they get dicked by the Rams?
It'd have to be. I'd have to feel bad about them coming out of that loss.
What if it's Jags, Chargers, dicking?
Probably.
All right, Vikings.
The Vikings are outside looking in.
No, but the
Vikings are bad. I don't care that they won.
I would move them to playoff hopeful.
I'll second that.
I probably would. I'd either leave them in playoff team just barely or put them to playoff hopeful.
Let's do
I'm
that.
perfectly
still-
okay with saying that they're
I
on the
still
cusp.
kind of think they come out of that division.
Well,
I
that brings
definitely don't
us to
think they come out of the
That
division.
brings us
as the
to Green
winner.
Bay. I like to move them up to win
Move
the
'em up.
division.
Ooh, wow, that's
Back
wild.
around to move to them winning, like I said in the beginning.
That is
Next week we'll flip it
wild.
again. These two will probably flip so much.
Dude,
So Jake, let's see what your opinion is on the Packers because we just totally outruled you.
yeah, like the only reason I think I was gonna leave Vikings in playoff team is because to me the Packers are not looking great. Like I would have thrown them in like outside looking in probably.
Oh, they're gonna make the playoffs. And the NFC, the
Wait,
NFC's so
what?
bad.
Wait. You wanted to move them down?
Yes.
The Green Bay has
They just beat the Bucks, who we have as the contenders.
Yeah, but the difference is the Bucks are contenders because of where we all know where the Bucks are gonna be versus where they are right now. The Bucks are missing everyone relevant to their team.
I mean that's fair, but I just think the NFC's so wide openly bad that Green
And
Bay
the
will have
Packers
easy.
like snuck by on a win barely off of it. Like that was not a good
No,
performance for the Packers in my mind. The Bucks had receivers just dropping the ball after catches, just handing it to them on fumbles, and they could only come away with a 2-point win.
It's fair, Jake. All you're saying is fair, but the NFC's very, very, very bad. So I think
Yeah, for the most
I don't
part.
think that's as true as you thought it was at the beginning of the season.
we have 4 teams in the top half, and I don't think the Niners should be there.
We agreed to leave the Niners there. That's fine. Whatever.
I agreed with what you guys were saying. I think they could
Five
have moved down.
teams. Up there now, but
What? 5 NFC teams? What? One? Two?
Rams, 49ers, Packers, Eagles.
Well, I didn't
Bucks.
include the Packers because we're talking about them.
Ah,
But they're
okay.
there. I mean, the two of us agreed to put them in
Yeah,
playoff.
you guys already locked them there. That's why I was saying. All right, we're Titans now.
They won, but I'd still move them down right next to the Colts.
Man, I can't believe the Colts are
I
outside the union.
would agree. I think.
Yeah, because I'm going to be moving the other team to Rat.
I would put them ahead of the Colts personally, but I think
Why?
they're better.
Why do you believe they're better?
I fucking hate Matt
Well-
Ryan. I'll say it here loud and proud. Matt Ryan is bad. He's old and bad. He's not an upgrade on wins. Everyone thought he was. He's not. That's why. I said my piece. What do you want to say, Jake?
They're just better.
Okay. Jake's was a lot simpler. Lot less mean.
Jake said less
Raiders.
meaning. The Raiders are Rat. They will have a top 10 pick.
God, I'd be willing to put Raiders down in Rat. I mean, I agreed, so I'll keep them at the top. But 0-3, the
Okay.
Broncos are a team that's just annoyingly winning. I think they're going to beat them this week. The Chiefs are going to beat them. I think they're 0-5 going into the bye, and you can't recover from that.
So you guys are gonna put them in that. I would have probably moved them to outside looking in. Maybe left them in playoff hopeful. Undecided. But
I mean, 0-5, they got to be Rat though, right?
yeah.
That's just what I'm predicting. and
I
that's
think
why
they're
I'm
winning
putting
the
them
next
down.
two personally.
Maybe if they beat the
Well-
Broncos, I might be able to agree with you, but
You think they're going to do that and you still leave them in playoff hopeful?
Yeah, because then they'd be 2-3.
Yeah, but coming off wins against the top two teams in their division.
I get the Broncos are technically one of the top two in the division, but I hope we can all agree that the games the Broncos have played are not as competitive as the games these other teams have played.
fair. But
No,
when
they've
we
been
get
very
home-
competitive.
No, I'm saying in terms
That's
of
the
the
problem.
team's quality.
In terms of quality, they have not been competitive. In terms of competitive, they've been competitive.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, Jake.
yeah.
You're just using the wrong words to say it.
Maybe. Dolphins?
All right, Dolphins. Outside
Contenders?
looking in.
The Dolphins are. I can't put them in contenders just yet, but I will put them very high in playoff teams.
I agree with that. I was just joshing with the contenders.
Outside looking in.
Stop, Jake.
No, they'd be playoff team right now. Playoff team or playoff team.
Don't shit on my fins, bitch.
Well, I'm just trying to think. This is where it's a numbers game, and I think I'd probably put them in playoff team, but there's a chance I wouldn't.
Saints? I would love to put them in Ratbird, but I'll leave them. I'll put them in outside looking in.
Dude, I think we got to put them in rat, but if I'm honest.
Yeah.
And it's tricky. It's
Like they
tricky.
have just like they could get it going for sure, and then it's like, oh, okay, but like they look bad.
Yeah, I've got some teams coming out of Ratbird, so yeah, I'm good with putting them in Rat.
All right. Steelers, Ratbird. Fuck them. Hate this team.
See, I don't think I can be that down on them right now.
Fuck them.
I don't think I can confidently leave them in playoff hopeful. I think they end up an outside looking in, but
They're only an outside looking in if Pickett's playing. Trubisky's
Yeah,
their
I think
quarterback.
outside looking in.
I hate you.
yeah.
Jags, contenders.
Playoff team.
Jags are outside looking in, but we can leave them in playoff hopeful.
They go into playoff team.
That's terrible. That's a very, very bad decision.
I just wanna win my-
Vikings. We moved Vikings down to here, right? So we're Browns.
Yeah, we're on the
Browns are
Browns.
fine.
Browns are good there, I think.
The Browns, if they just keep winning, I might end up moving them up to playoff
The
team.
Browns are a funny team in this
They're doing.
because
They're
they
doing.
really throw a wrench in that Chargers being up there.
And they're doing what they need to do.
I said that they were a potential playoff team.
They're doing
Chargers
what they need to
Chargers
do.
might just like fall out of the playoffs.
All right, Broncos. I
believe
mean,
them
I have to
outside
move them up to
looking
playoff hopeful. They're 2-1.
Yep,
in. Put them outside
they're in
looking
playoff
in.
hopeful.
I want to, Jake. I
But
do.
no
But I mean,
higher.
I just think we're looking at. We're looking what
So
they've done.
question for you guys in terms of understanding. Are y'all doing this like, hey, record wise, and that's like the key, or like, hey, I still think they're gonna finish in this area?
It's a mixture of everything. Like they've already won a game that they shouldn't have. They lost a game they shouldn't have. I like there's so much that can still get better for this team. And they're still winning games. They're figuring it out.
Yeah,
But I just didn't know. I didn't know how much the current record has like. For me, the current record doesn't have much of an effect. It
See,
has
the
some
current record
effect,
has
but it's
has an
more.
effect
It's
depending
more of
on
how they play to me than.
how bad it is. Like the Raiders being 0-3 matters much more than the fact that I think that there's a lot wrong with that team.
I think it all matters, and it'll all the scaling of what matters will change as the season continues.
Yeah, like the Broncos just haven't won a game looking good yet.
Well, they're
And
only
that's
in
why I
playoff hopeful. They can still miss the playoffs in this.
But do you honestly think that Russell Wilson will look this bad the whole season?
Yes.
Okay, let's keep going. Panthers, they're fine.
Ratbird still.
Oof.
You can't move them down the Ratbird. They won.
I've been saying they're Ratbird all along, and I'm sticking to it because they are.
I'm not.
Are they
moving them.
1-2 or are they 2-1? That was their first win, wasn't it?
You can't move them down the Ratbird.
Oof.
They won.
Oof.
Yeah, they are 1-2.
I am okay with moving them down to Ratbird.
Oh no.
I don't care that they won. They won in such ugly fashion.
All right, Commanders.
Against another team in Ratbirds.
Commanders.
Ratbird.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave them outside looking in.
I'm
I think
leaving
they
them.
just
You
got
can't
dicked down
have
by a
everybody
contender.
Outside look. Texans.
Wait, Drew, you left them, you said?
Yeah, I left them.
All right, so can someone explain this one to me?
The
This-
Commanders.
Yeah.
Next week, if they lose again, I'm.
I mean,
down.
well,
That's
like
fine.
obviously
I
they beat,
feel
they
like
beat
there's
the
a lot-
Jags. They beat Jags week 1
That's a big
in
win.
a game that the Jags should have won.
That's a big win.
I still disagree with that statement.
But Drew, you and me both know they left 10 points. The Jags left 10 points on the board.
Hey, they can only beat what's in front of them.
Then they lost to the Lions in a
Tight one.
multi-score game. They lost by 9. I mean, multi-score game where they, if I remember right, they closed it late to make it that tight. I don't
Lions
even think
are
it was
good,
that tight before. Yeah, they scored. They were down by 15 with a 2-minute warning, and then they scored a touchdown to make it a 9-point game. And then they lost this week to the Eagles, where they also were not competitive.
They lost to a contender.
Yeah, but they just lost everything. Like they should be 0-3.
No,
I mean, yeah, they should.
I'm fine where
no,
they're at.
they did. They earned that win against the Jaguars. I just
I'm
don't
fine where
understand
they're
why
at.
you're so
I'm fine
adamant.
where they're
Dude,
at
I
right
don't
now.
understand.
Right
This
now.
is bottom 4 team.
Next week, Jake, I got the bet. I gotta stand with them.
It's for the same reason why the 49ers are still in the playoff team, or why the Bengals are still in 49ers
I gotta
playoff
stand
team.
with them. Texans.
But the
they're
difference is
fine.
they've like shown they can fight. Like they had a terrible game on offense, but still almost won the game.
I gotta stand with my Commanders, Jake. I have the bet.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your lot, I'm perfectly good with it. But I just want some recognition that, like, yo, they have played a really bad football.
They're fine. They're fine.
No, but they've had sequences where their offense is really good. I think they're gonna do enough to avoid being in the top 10. I'm not saying that they're gonna even sniff the playoff conversation. I'm just saying I think they're gonna avoid the top 10.
I don't think
Texans?
it's a chance.
Texans.
I feel better about that bet 3 weeks in now than I did at the start of the season. I'm gonna be honest.
Texans. They're fine.
Outside looking in, I think.
I think they're fine. They're
Texans
annoying
are rat.
anyway. No, I think they're fine where they're at.
They got beat by the Bears. They're a rat team to me.
I think they're fine for right now.
Yeah.
Giants, they're fine.
I think playoff hopeful.
There's no way. I'm not. There's.
The Giants are fine.
I would not. That. Thank you, John. I was never. That. It's not allowed.
Are we going left to right or right to left?
Left to right, I guess. Raiders, Saints, we put down here. Panthers, we put down here. Cardinals. I mean, they
Cardinals,
won.
I'm gonna move up to playoff hopeful.
No, I'd move them outside looking in. Let me see a week where they win. They didn't win this week.
I mean, we saw them beat the Raiders and come back. I think they're dysfunctional, but I think that there's promise in that team.
There's no way they. I don't think there's any chance they make the playoffs in the NFC if they keep playing the way they are.
I'm gonna.
I think the Vikings and Saints are so far out of it that there's not that many teams really competing with them.
I'm gonna leave them at rapid.
Well, that means they move up then.
They move up to outside.
Cowboys,
They are contenders, no doubt.
with Coop Rush, I like contenders.
No. They're contenders because of what they've managed to do with Cooper Rush.
Hey, here's the question: when is Dak supposed to be back?
Week 5. Apparently.
God, I really hope it's not next week, but it's probably going to be week 5.
It's against
Week
the Commanders.
5. Then it's rapid. Because they're gonna lose like 10 games then with Dak or something.
I'm willing to move them up to the top of outside looking in.
They're contenders, so then they end up in playoff. They end up playoff hopeful, right?
Jake, say Ratbird so we can get him.
No, he
where
said
they need to
Ratbird
be.
already.
Yeah, I legitimately am keeping them in rapid.
Which
You
I'm gonna
can't
do some math.
legitimately say they're a contender, Jonah.
I can. That defense is very good, and I think Dak Prescott is so much better than you guys are giving him credit for.
Literally 2 weeks ago, you were like, "Don't let me fall into the Cowboys trap again."
We can't. You can't save him from himself, Jake. This is so sad.
Okay,
this is like Ron. No, Jake. This is like Ron Swanson listening to that fucking video when he went with Tammy 1 again, and he's like, "You fucking idiot!" At the end. This is what this is. You just need to let Jonah have this in 5 weeks. You just
They average out at 2.66 of this. So that's the end of playoff hopeful.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Jonah's right. It's in the playoff hopeful, so I'm changing mine to outside looking in, so they stay in outside looking in.
Okay, nice, Jake. Good shit.
I like that. Thank you.
I bumped their rating with outside looking in to keep them lower on the overall. I want the podcast fans to know they are still that good, but my vote is outside looking in.
At the end of the season, when the Cowboys are so shit and they've just completely done everything Jonah didn't want them to do, I'm gonna make you videotape yourself, Jonah, and do a video of you telling your future Cowboy hopeful self to not do it.
All right. So since Jake did it or admitted to it, I'll admit to it as well. I said contenders because they're a playoff team, and I wanted to bring the average up.
All right. Well, they are where they should be.
They're locked in and outside looking in.
I mean, they're going to make the playoffs. The NFC,
They will not.
they'll be a wild card team, unquestionably.
Correct. The Giants will make it before they will.
Bet it.
How could you even believe that?
Because it's going to happen.
Bet it.
I'll bet it.
All right, what are we wagering?
$5 Giants finish with a better standing and higher in standings than the Cowboys.
All right, $5.
Boom. Make sure someone puts them in the thing.
Dude, do you want to hop in with the commies in there? We can have all 3 of the.
No.
Drew had confidence they would have this. They would have the 6th or better pick. He didn't have confidence they were going to be in the playoff.
I'm just saying
bad.
That's all.
I'll hop in with the Eagles.
Yeah,
I'm not competing against the Eagles.
What the fuck? Why do I don't get to pick? You guys get to pick.
Drew,
your team,
I'll do Eagles and Giants if you give me 4-1 odds.
No. I'm not doing.
I
don't need to jump in. I don't need to jump in.
$5.
That's okay.
For you.
That's okay.
I don't need to jump in with this bet.
Yeah. Okay, with Seahawks now?
Seahawks fine.
Ratbirds.
Yeah, they're fine.
I would probably move the Lions to outside looking in.
I would too. That means they move.
Heck, I would maybe move them.
No.
I need-
I will put them back. I will put them back in rat if you try and make them ahead of the Cowboys.
I will say
Dude,
I could easily see.
They are
I'm
not
gonna-
a better team than the Cowboys.
I'm gonna put them in playoff hopeful.
They are ratbird then.
No, just go outside looking in, Jonah. Or
It
guess
doesn't matter. No. They end up in outside looking in either way, so they're ratbird.
Unless Drew
Just
does
to be
this,
the
just
opposite
to-
of what Jake is.
Drew, do it despite him.
No, I'm doing what's right. The
Dude,
Lions.
all I'm saying,
The Lions in 4 weeks, if they go like 3-1 in the next 4, I have no idea what their next 4 are. But if they could do something like that, I would easily move them up.
they have Seattle, New England, Dallas.
I need to see. Oh, that's doable. I need to see the Lions. I need to see the Lions put it together. Is that true, or are we just lying?
No, that's it. Seattle, New England, Dallas.
Well, come back to me in 5 weeks, Jake.
And this is my thing. This is a team that lost to the Eagles by
Seattle,
3,
New England, then a bye, and then Dallas.
and they threw a game against Minnesota. That's their 2 losses. Like
I
two
like the
games that they
throw.
were
I
very
like the throw
competitive
against the
in.
Vikings. They pulled that game way closer than it should have been against the Eagles. I don't like the
But they
narrative.
were able to do it, unlike anyone else the Eagles have played.
You've
so
been
far.
very against that narrative of being able to do something and do it right now.
Yeah. Go
Okay,
figure.
let's keep going. Falcons.
Outside looking in.
Rat.
I'm keeping them in rat. They're the funnest rat team. If you want to move them up to the top just because they're fun, I'm
Let's
willing to do
go.
that.
I love them being ahead of the Raiders. That's awesome.
They're a fun team.
Outside looking in though.
Bears.
Maybe even a playoff hopeful.
Honestly, to make this simple and cheap, the last 3 I think are all good. Any disputes?
If Mac Jones hadn't been hurt, I would have disputed the Patriots one, I think. But
He's
no,
not hurt.
they're all.
He's not
Right,
getting surgery. He couldn't be hurt.
That's
Yeah,
not how
I
that
mean,
works. Herbert's
Patriots-
not getting surgery, and he's definitely hurt.
The Patriots are the interesting one to me.
I
could
think
see
despite
them-
losing, they played well.
I think
Yeah,
that
so
speaks
like
to the Ravens' terrible
they could
defense.
move up for me just because like their matchups. I mean, they beat the Steelers, which okay, whatever. They probably shouldn't have really won the game, but they did.
They're gonna have Brian
But
Hoyer
then,
though.
but then they lost to Miami and Baltimore, 2 teams they should lose to. Like they're not that level team. But they have a pretty easy. They play the AFC North.
Which two of which we have is like high playoff or contender teams.
Wait, the rest of the AFC North is not easy.
Oh no, sorry, not AFC North. I meant NFC North. Sorry, that's on me.
Oh,
NFC North. Oh.
Which
Wait,
is-
that means they
so-
play the Packers?
Yeah, but they play the Bears and Lions as well. And you,
Okay, so
and
they play
get,
but you're saying they play 3 teams that you already have admitted are better than them.
well, I haven't rated the Patriots yet.
Unless you put them in playoff hopeful, then then those 3 teams are gonna be
Yeah, I
you're
think
using the
them and- I
Lions.
think
You're
them and the
using the
Lions are close.
Lions' future schedule with them playing New England to try to entice me to move them up to
Yeah,
playoff
100%.
level.
But
What the fuck?
but they have Chicago. My thing is Chicago. They get to play the Jets twice. They get to play Arizona. I'm just saying I could easily see this team winning enough games to get outside of the top 10 picks. They could be in there too. But just with the schedule and how they've played, I could easily see this team end up hopping outside the top 10. I would probably still leave them.
Brian Hoyer sucks.
Yeah, but Mac Jones.
All right, here's
Yeah,
our-
Mac Jones is gonna miss like 4
He
weeks.
doesn't need his ankles.
But he
Alright.
does.
I mean,
Before
he
we
just
close
doesn't.
this one up, I want to point out we have 5 NFC teams and 9
We should have a 6th. You guys are just morons.
Well, we do also have 9 AFC teams, so what's that about?
Do we
Because
have-
you guys are morons and put the Jaguars up there.
Not yet.
No, wait. There's only 7 AFC teams in playoff or above, right?
Well, I was including playoff hopeful, but
Well, yeah, but that doesn't.
well,
Oh,
playoff
no,
hopeful
no.
counts. That's like the wild card spot.
Nope. Wildcard would be
No.
bottom of playoff teams.
I don't think so, but I mean that's not how I do it. But playoff hopeful is like division winners plus guys that should be division winners except for their guy that winning the division's one of the contenders.
Let's see what you're saying. Yo, we should do one real quick. Not now, but like in the next day or two, where we all just make our playoff predictions in terms of who we think the 7 will be in each division and see who wins the closest.
Fuck you, Jonah. The Jags are. I hope the Jags make the playoffs so much. Jonah, if the Jags win the Super Bowl, you have to get a Jags tattoo.
No, I'm not getting a tattoo. That
why?
won't happen, but just the 1% chance that it does, I'm not getting a tattoo.
Okay, if the Jags win the Super Bowl, you have to buy a Jags Super Bowl shirt and hat and wear it frequently.
What? You're practically doing the same thing.
No, it's not. It's not as
Just
bad.
something that I'm gonna have to wear all the time.
Not all the time. I don't mean frequently, like
Only at
wear
work.
it every day. But I'm saying like it needs to be in every guy's got their shirt rotation. It needs to be in the shirt rotation.
We have a shirt rotation.
No,
I don't wear
we'll come up with something better.
That's a
No,
fair
no,
bet.
it needs
How
to
is
be.
that not a
It needs
fair
to
bet?
no. It needs to be like a one-time embarrassment thing. There's just.
All right, how
What do you
about
mean? No,
too
it
long.
doesn't. You shit on
How
the
about
Jags
this?
so
If
much
the
they won a
Jags-
Super Bowl.
I
That's
got
for
one. I got
life.
one. Jonah, if the Jags win the Super Bowl, you cannot have a single Dallas Cowboy on your fantasy team next year.
No, that's stupid. I like mine way more. It's way more. I just want someone in public to be like, "Go Jags!" Just kind of go like, "Go Jags." That's what I want. The shirt is completely fair. You waste. It hurts your bank. It hurts your wallet, and then you have to wear the shirt every so often. That's a fair bet. I'll do that bet with a team you pick right now for me. That's a fair bet. That is not hurtful. It doesn't hurt you. You have to wear a shirt.
All right, if we set a time constraint on that, I'll do that.
What do you mean a time constraint?
Well, like in my shirt rotation for how long?
For I don't know, for your life.
Yeah, for the season.
See, that's
For the
I'm not, I'm
the
not-
next season. For the next season.
Like through the next season,
Mm-hmm.
so like an entire
Like,
calendar year.
During. Well, I don't know about you saying, but I'm thinking during the season. Like, I don't care if you wear it in the off season.
I say for the next year. I say the moment you buy it, you have until a year that you can stop wearing it, and then you can burn it, throw it away, whatever you want.
Okay. Is it cheating if I pick the Bengals?
No, that's hurtful. Just to say, because it's not I didn't pick a division team. That's fucked up for you to do, but I'd be willing to do it.
No,
I
I
would
think
hope
it's
you-
more fair if I pick. See, there's not a team I feel like you hate that I think that I could pick here.
Wait, you're picking a team. You're picking a team for him where if they win it, he has to do it.
Yeah, that's not the
Oh
same.
wait, does it has to also be a
worth-
long shot or no?
No, I guess not. It's kind of lame to not be one though.
Yeah, like you could just do the Bills just for.
I'd
no,
proudly
the
wear a
point
Bills
isn't
shirt.
necessarily to just easily win this. The point is to try and do something that's
Annoying.
annoying. Yeah.
Um,
Man.
I mean, you can think on it. We don't have to do it right here. Maybe
Yeah,
there's
we
a team
do.
that I
it's gotta be
hate.
part of that.
Maybe you make me the Blue Jays or something.
If the Blue Jays win the pennant, we'll just make it a non-football thing.
Because they've just annoyed me the last fucking 2 days.
Yeah.
But I'm sure.
No, that's what
forget
it'll
that
be. That's what it'll be. I'll buy you a Gossman jersey, and you'll have to wear that.
What is that?
The
I don't
pitcher
even-
who intentionally walked Judge.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Jonah, if you think the Cowboys are a contender, you can just pick the Cowboys.
Yeah, why don't you just do the Cowboys? I'd hate to have to do that, but I mean,
Sure, we'll just go with the Cowboys then. I think the Gossman one's even funnier, but yeah, we'll go with the Cowboys.
God, dude, the Jags win the Super Bowl to be. Also, it's not the other person. I don't buy this. You pay. Whoever loses pays for their own shirt. That's part of the
Okay.
punishment. We do it for Jake, but Jake
I was just
doesn't
saying because
care.
I think the
Oh, yeah, we're doing
Gossman
it for
thing was
me?
going to be more expensive.
No, I'm saying.
Why else?
Jake's is the Dolphins. That's easy.
Wait, why?
Because you hate Tua.
I like to.
No.
I'd be happy on that.
All right, then you're good. Nothing to be mad about.
I'm good with it.
All right, we did it. That's the pod.
You know which one would really get me?
What?
The repeat.
The repeat.
Yeah,
Would
the
it?
Rams again.
Oh,
Did it
yeah.
annoy
No,
you
wait,
that
we
much
should
last
just do the
year?
Rams. We should. Oh, No, Jake, I have Jake's. You don't have to buy a jersey, Jake. You just need to buy a T-shirt jersey of Allen Robinson if they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, see, like that's what it is. I mean, that would be the
An Allen Robinson jersey.
Jake has definitely like the best odds, but it's worth it.
All right. So I like the jersey thing. So I guess for me it would end up being the Trevor Lawrence one.
yeah.
It wouldn't
for
just
sure.
be a Jags. Or wait, were you gonna do the Jags Super Bowl one, or we want to do like the player?
We could do Dolphins, and then we could do Dolphins for Jake, and then we can make another bet for players we hate, and then if we'll do something else for them.
All right, we'll workshop the players we hate one.
Yeah, we'll work.
But yeah, I'm okay with the contenders one.
We gotta do one for Jake for Allen Robinson.
Yeah.
Just the concept of Jake walking around with an Allen Robinson shirt is the best idea I've ever had. All right, well that's episode 12, I think. Good episode, good recap. We'll be back. We'll do our preview. We'll make our picks for week 4. Week 4. I almost said 5. Week 4. Let's see. Last
You
we'll
almost
look
scared
at the
people.
standing.
We
Right
wouldn't show
now,
up for the week.
through our first 2 weeks of doing the game, I got 27. Jake's got 19. Jones got 23 and a half. Anybody's ball game. I don't know. We started talking about something to do, who would win, and then we got distracted because we wanted to do this next year with a bunch of people. But we'll figure that out eventually. Oh, maybe we do this. The 2 people that lose have to do what I said. The 2 people that lose have to buy the shitty shirt and wear it for a year. Jake's is Allen Robinson. Jake's is Allen Robinson.
No, that's
Why is that
too
dumb?
much for this.
There's so much
Because it
time
shouldn't
left.
it shouldn't be a high odds thing. Because 2 people are gonna have to do that.
Yeah, but that's fun. Don't lose, baby. Get locked in.
No. I
I
think
could just give you that money. I'd rather.
No,
the
I
winner
think-
just
I think-
win
No,
money.
but that's the point. That's not fair.
All right, no. Let's end the podcast and we'll workshop this because I feel like both people losing isn't quite right.
What? I think that's the point. Whoever we can even do. No, I think this is fine. I think that would be fun.
You're getting vetoed 2-1. So.
I don't know. I
I
don't know.
hope I lose. Is that what you said? You fucking mumbled, bitch. Speak
No, I
up.
said you're getting vetoed 2-1 on the idea.
Okay, that's fine. I can still talk it out. But that's
Yeah, I definitely want to talk it out.
That's the
'cause
pod. Bye. Have
Wait,
a wonderful time.
wait. Before we end the pod, very important thing. Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine.
That is important. All right. Goodbye. Bye bye.